Curling. It is the game that has defined who we are as Manitobans. And this week in Selkirk, those who were expected to contend for the Safeway Select title weren't able to make it to this final day. Only 3 remain, and only one has led his team to victory in the past. Kerry Burtnyk has devoted his life to this game and is 2 wins away from a 5th Manitoba championship. His only loss has been to one of the future stars. Ryan Fry has led his team further than anyone could have expected. He has the bloodlines of a former champion who will be in his corner today. Randy Duthame has waited a lifetime for this breakout year. Well known for his shot making, Duthame has never been this close, and now he's on the verge of reaching the pinnacle. This is what's at stake on this final day of the Safeway Select. Will the legend continue to grow, or will a new champion emerge?
This is the Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship, live on Global. Brought to you by Canada Safeway. Caring about the community is a Safeway tradition.
Last night in the Select 4, Ryan Fry needed to score 2 in the 10th end, but comes up short with his last rock. Randy Duthame wins 8-6, and Randy Duthame moves on to the championship final. Over on the other side of the draw, it was Jeff Stoughton taking on Kerry Burtnyk. Kerry Burtnyk needing to steal in the 10th end for the victory, draws the 4-foot with his last rock. It was up to the other 4-time champion to answer back, and Jeff Stoughton would just miss the tap back. A steal of 1 for Kerry Burtnyk and a 7-6 victory. He will play Ryan Fry this morning with the winner getting a shot at Randy Duthame this afternoon in the championship final of the 2005 Safeway Select. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Selkirk Recreational Complex. I'm Joe Pascucci and Global's continuing coverage of the Safeway Select Provincial Men's Curling Championship. We've got a great game for you. We've got Kerry Burtnyk taking on Ryan Fry, the legend taking on one of the future stars of curling in this province. And Don Finkbeiner, you've won a Manitoba championship before. You know how tough that is. What's Ryan Fry have to do today?
Well, actually, I think Ryan should be okay, and he had a really tough game against Duthame last night, but he actually played very, very well, and just a couple of key shots here and there could have turned that game right around. He's beaten Burtnyk before, so that's got to be good confidence. He's a very aggressive young player, but really important factor here is he's got Dad, Barry, who's been through it all. He's won a Brier, and he'll talk to him through it and give him the right attitude towards this. So I think Ryan will be fine on that. I think we're looking for a good game from Ryan.
Kerry Burtnyk, of course, has been here before, and Kathy Gauthier, experience is going to play a big factor today.
I think, Joe, it will be experience, but it'll also be desire. For Kerry Burtnyk and his team last night, they played fantastic. We saw a great game, and we saw vintage Kerry making the big shots, making the draws. I hate to say this, but it is Kerry's to lose. They have everything that they need to win today. All
right, Kerry Burtnyk taking on Ryan Fry, the winner to take on Randy Duthame this afternoon. We'll be back with the opening rock here in Selkirk after this.
There are some things in life we depend on, things we can't do without, things we need to live long and happy lives. Good health is an essential too, and having a comprehensive health care plan helps. Because knowing you'll get that extra care when you need it is essential to your peace of mind and lets you make the most out of life. Because the most essential thing about life is what you do with it. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Where can you find maximum value and great taste?
Sweet! Sweet!
With over 30 Manitoba locations in towns and cities large and small.
Hurry! Hurry hard!
Where you're treated just like family and made to feel at home.
Hurry! Hurry! Yep!
Chicken Chef, serving up fresh, wholesome meals that always hit the spot.
Come on in, the Chicken Chef. We're cooking up something good for you.
Someone who isn't afraid to dream. Someone who learns through success or failure how to grow, how to win. Champions are found in sports, in business, in communities. Look around, look around, look around. You'll find champions everywhere. People who are the best at what they do. Brought to you by Wellington West, a leader in private wealth management, working to bring the investment world to you.
Parts, we have great batteries and millions of other quality parts. Napa, get the good stuff.
Across Manitoba, 1 in 84 vehicles is stolen every year from homes and residential streets just like yours. No matter where you live, it can happen to you. An approved electronic immobilizer is your best defense against auto theft. It stops thieves cold because they can't start your car. We can help with financing, and you'll get a discount on your insurance.
It's a tough world out there. How tough? Tough weeds and tougher conditions. A world made for Roundup WeatherMax with Transorb 2 technology. How tough is it? This tough. Roundup WeatherMax penetrates the leaf fast, within minutes. Side-by-side comparisons demonstrated superior results compared to the leading imitator. Tougher on tough weeds in tough conditions. We guarantee it. Choose Roundup WeatherMax, the only herbicide that backs you up with a Roundup WeatherMax warranty.
Kathy Gauthier, it's been a great sheet of ice so far. Can you tell us about it?
Well, it is a great sheet, and there's no reason to think that today will be any different. Lots of movement way out in the wings. It starts at about 6 feet, but will settle down to 4 to 4.5 feet with most of the finish right at the end. The same applies to the corner guards. Runs a little bit straight down the center. You have to believe, because once that break starts, it will move all the way to 4.5 feet. Consistency with draw times has been remarkable, and the skips have used that. Split times 3.8 up to 4 seconds between the hog lines, 14.5. It will be 15 early, and hog to stop can start at 26, but will settle to 24.5. Lots of sweeping involved.
Reading the Ice is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
And in this opening end, Kerry Burtnyk playing the Yellow Rocks will have the advantage of last rock. Ryan Fry playing the Red Stones.
And this is determined by a coin toss. The only time in the Page playoff system where there is an advantage is to the team, which is Randy Dutame's team. For having won that 1-1 playoff, they get both choice of rocks, color, and last rock. This morning, Kerry Burtnyk's team won the toss. Therefore, Ryan Fry chose color, and you'll see that he has chosen red.
Corey Naharney. Nicknamed the Doctor. Few fans here in Selkirk. Puts one out in front. Well, let's get a little more up close and personal with the Burtnyk team.
Hi, I'm Rob Fowler from the Kerry Burtnyk curling team. I'm the second, the young guy on the team that likes to keep things lively while we're out there. Our lead man is Keith Benton. He's the lead that's the most intense in Manitoba. The odd time you hear the yell, the bang of a broom, but he's here to play. Our third man is Ken Tresser, a great golfer and a calm, quiet player out in the ice. What a great angled double he made last night against Jeff Stoughton. And our skip, one of Manitoba's best, Kerry Burtnyk. He's here to play, hoping for a 5th Manitoba title here today. So stay tuned to Global, and we'll put on a show for you this morning.
Thank you, Rob. And we just saw Keith Benton put off a pretty good shot, getting around the guard and burying that Burtnyk stone behind the red rock out in front.
And how that materialized is Ryan Fry's team coming in early, and Kerry countering with the corner guard, showing that he's not prepared to waste any time or ends this morning. Ryan, in the process of guarding it, left it exposed, and Keith jumped on that with a hit and roll.
Jason Smith with the delivery of
super
this
shot
rock.
right off the bat.
Very
Super.
nice.
Let's get a little more up close.
I am Corey Naharney, the lead for Team Fry and the backbone of this team, and I'm also the doctor of the team. And second, Jason Smith. What can I say about him? He's not much of a golfer, doesn't have very good dance moves, but one hell of a second. And at third, do not adjust your television screens. He always looks that dark. He can be found sipping a whiskey under a tanning light at any time, and one of the best thirds in the province. And Ryan Fry, our skip, son of Barry and Judy. Geez, gotta love this guy. Shoot with the best of them, but a pretty bad golfer.
Probably more than we really wanted to know.
That's great.
Yeah, Kyle will be checking that one out. Yeah, he won't enjoy that. He's a character.
He is a character, no question about it.
All right.
Ryan looking at the variety of setups.
That's
Kerry
not bad
does
either.
lie one.
You're running it back, Jay. Yeah. Whoa! Yeah! Hard! Left! Right up hard! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, great shot.
Great shot.
Fantastic.
That is a fabulous shot. Not only does
Jason
he
Smith has come to play.
remove the 2 Yellowstones belonging to Burtnyk in the house, but lies 2 at the end of the day.
Shot.
Just a perfect shot. Look at that. You couldn't have played it any better. Great call by Ryan.
And a lot of confidence in Jason. We talked earlier, Don, about him having been with Ryan Fry in 96 and 97, winning Manitoba Junior, so a lot of history between those two.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
On the guard out in front.
Not a good shot for Rob Fowler. We expect him to make everything, of course, on that. Just lost a little bit of his focus when he's coming out a bit there, it seems. A little inside.
Little tight, and one of the things, if you haven't seen any of the coverage yesterday, is that they are taking a ton of ice, as you see with Ryan right now, and you have to believe that it's going to curl that much. If you pinch the broom at all, you have no chance.
A lot of room.
Third for Team Fry is Kyle Wernick.
Whoa. Whoa, then. Whoa.
His nickname is Reggie. You will hear him refer to that throughout most of this game.
Whoa. Whoa, close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta move it. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, lots of weight. Lots of weight. Easy. Hard. Shot, Kyle.
Great shot. A big challenge for Ryan Fry today to see whether his voice will hang in there.
He's like Royce Howard.
Yeah, he's starting to lose it a bit here.
Nose or what? Yeah.
Ken Tresser, the third for the Burtnyk team. Great call and a great shot yesterday.
This team came together more as a team last night than I have seen this year. I've had the opportunity to be in the same building in different parts of the country with Kerry this year, curling, and they technically were throwing well, but they were missing something. It's that we're seeing this week.
Well, Kenny saved the game for them yesterday.
Yes, he
really,
did.
he made some unbelievable shots, and he just rose to the occasion, and he needed to too. That obviously the key is the thirds. Skips, you expect what you do with a Burtnyk, but the thirds have to support them beautifully, and he did yesterday.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Easy. Whoa.
Kyle hoping to stick right on the nose here, would be able to use that to promote it later.
Yeah. No. Good shot, Kyle.
Very nice, slides 2.
You like that? Is that other one in? Yeah.
We talk about the great shots from Ken Tresser. This was yesterday in a very tough
Take it to the
situation.
ladder, try to
Drives a
roll.
long guard straight back, makes the
That's
double.
right.
That's against Stoughton. Instead of Stoughton
no
lying
bumper,
2, all of a
eh?
sudden Burtnyk lay 3 and went on to score a
At
couple
least,
of
yeah.
points to tie the game. And the end result
That
was
turned
Kerry
the game
winning
right around,
completely.
actually. You know, that was an amazing shot.
A throw here.
Okay.
Kenny wanting a little more, throw a little more weight. First in, probably a good idea.
Well, one of the things that we will watch this morning is this is the first time there's been only one sheet in play. Building much cooler this morning. You can feel that, and sometimes that does have an impact on the ice conditions.
Stay close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Try it.
Just gets the nose hit, hoping for an inside roll.
Got a little bit of a lean, but not
a
much.
lot. No, still pretty
it's still
exposed.
just wide open. It's still pretty tight with the guard.
What's that? Yeah. Just a firm board, eh, Cop?
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 close, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shoot her, Corey, a bit. A little bit.
Try.
You got just a touch of a lean too. For Kerry, yeah, he's going to have to change. He's going to the draw because he can't. He'd probably hit and roll out if he goes after that shot.
And it also only is in the 12-foot with last rock. Kerry can afford to take this chance and have a first chance to see what draw weight looks like.
Well, exactly. This is really important for a skip to the first end be able to throw a draw. Sometimes in games like this, you get 3 or 4 ends go by before the skip actually gets a chance to draw. So he gets an opportunity to sort of check out draw weight, as you said.
Well, I just said to Rob, is it a lot like last night or is it up yet? Because when you win the toss, as Kerry's team did, you practice first. So you are throwing on fresh pebbles. So the ice conditions are heavier than when you actually throw in the game. Chance for Kerry and a chance for us to see if the conditions are the same as they have been.
Roll for 7. Roll for 7. Yep. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Hard.
Just rub the guard.
Oh, and his weight was perfect too.
Okay. His weight was perfect.
Boy, did that dive right off the bat. Hit
See by those
plenty
numbers,
of,
they
you
are
know,
the same.
Same weight you threw down? Yeah, okay.
when he let it go, plenty of weight.
Great the nose, guys. Oh, did that ever take a move? Okay,
See, even the Fry team's talking about it.
He pushed that guard over a bit, too. Whoa. Yeah.
Throws like his dad.
Whoa, close, yeah. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
We're good, good. It's all right.
Very nice.
So Ryan Fry counting 3 all in the top 12.
Good end. Middle up from that.
Well, here's a crucial shot. Kerry's going for the draw right off the bat. He's got to make sure he's got this weight, otherwise we got to steal a 3 for Ryan. Father Barry.
Probably 8 there, eh?
Pretty happy with the way that his boys have come out of the chute this morning.
But I'll tell you, there's nothing tougher than watching.
I
You can't do anything out of it. I'm sure
Sweep it.
his stomach is turning all the time. It's tough
Just a
job.
little
Anybody
lazy on
that's
the handle
coached or
there.
watched their kids play knows what Barry's going through.
Shoulder check, the father. Well, for Kerry, he's almost been forced into this situation. He cannot hit any one of those stones and be shot. And this is the biggest arsenal that Kerry has is his draw weight, but he also has to worry about the line.
Line's good. Line's good, yep. Yeah, line's good. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Good communication.
Yep.
And very nice
Great
weight.
shot.
So Kerry Burtnyk forced to take one in this opening end under pressure from Ryan Fry. The 4-time champion is out in front, 1-0.
Closed captioning of the Safeway Select Men's Curling Championships brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, Manitoba's most award-winning car dealership.
Granny's Manitoba Poultry hits the spot with every mouthful. Reach for Granny's quality chicken and turkey. Savory flavor, Manitoba grown.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
We really love working the dogs together. It's fun to watch the young pups as they come up in the family. And it's great to be part of the True Value family. Our customers know they can count on us for good sense, good service, and doggone good value.
True Value, official hardware supplier to Championship Curling. The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy at the Winter Games in 2006. Get your tickets now.
In your mind's eye.
And when we first started, this was all just plywood and 2x4s.
We decided to go with the Hunter Douglas Luminette, featuring their Evening Star fabric. It has a soft fabric vein underneath that you can tilt close to have full room darkening.
I wasn't 100% sure what it was going to look like.
If it's the beauty of Luminette, the style of silhouette, room darkening, power glider, stunning custom drapery, you can trust Superblides and draperies to bring together function and design flawlessly.
When it comes to farm fresh ideas, Granny's knows best. From our family to your family. Granny's Manitoba grown quality chicken and turkey.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you by Canada Safeway. Enjoy select premium quality products.
The MTS Center has quickly become the place to be in downtown Winnipeg. The new arena held its first major curling event on the last week in January. The World Curling Tour's Canadian Open was a 4-day competition that featured perhaps the most formidable field ever assembled. Manitoba was represented well by Jeff Stoughton, Kerry Burtnyk, Dave Bomer, Vic Peters, and the 2004 select champion Brent Scales, all taking part in the MTS Center's inaugural curling event. Burtnyk and Peters both qualified for the final 8, but the championship game was a classic matchup between two Alberta teams that really don't like each other. Kevin Martin stealing one in the 10th to defeat his arch rival Randy Furby 8-7 to take home $30,000 in first prize money. The MTS Center set record attendance figures for a WCT event. Almost 50,000 fans took in the 4-day competition.
Champions is brought to you by Granny's Poultry, celebrating 25 years of serving Manitobans.
And welcome back here to Selkirk. Oh, second end, and a shot there from Keith Fenton, removing the Ryan Fry rock.
Very good
Top
shot
12.
by Keith. Joe, sorry to step on you there. Great shot. You could only see about a third, and that's the confidence of throwing the right weight at the broom and believing that it will curl that hard.
Just an easy normal.
I went to a few of the games there at the MTS Center. It was phenomenal. Kathy, of course, you were out in Verdun winning your the women's championship, so missed it, but it was phenomenal curling.
It's a
Absolutely
great facility, and
Winnipeggers really supported it. It was great for the game.
I know that Rob Fowler did say that before the game. And speaking of Rob Fowler, Team Burtnyk, we look always to what the teams have to do to win. And for Team Burtnyk today, there are a couple of key things. We know that they have had struggles with the time clock. Kerry is using his timeouts in a very smart way. He needs to continue to do that. He has owned draw weight in the forefoot. We saw in the first end he was tested early, and he made that. And of course, for Kerry, he's known to make the big shot at the right time. He made that in the 10th end last night to win. Needs to do that all day today if he wants to move on to the Brier.
Well, Ryan Fry, young, is a sponsor's dream. In between or during the commercial break, we're able to overhear him say that what he could really use right now is some Safeway Select cookies.
It's a beautiful
So
thing.
if the sponsor is listening, you could deliver some cookies to Ryan Fry.
Yep. Hard.
Ryan removing the guard.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
Gonna run it back. Does indeed.
Oh, he did that in the first end too. Fantastic.
Jason has come to play. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, you talked about Kerry making big shots right off the bat. That the first end, he's got to make that draw. Fantastic.
Rob Fowler's father, of course,
Play.
Brian Fowler, won the Manitoba Championship
Play net.
in 1987.
Play net. Where is it? 8, 7, 6. Clean. Easy. Whoa,
Great
whoa,
communications
whoa.
by the Burtnyk team. 7 using the Furby system, where 7 is the T line. Numbers higher than that or behind.
3.
And a good judge because that's exactly what it is. And there's some good fans looking on. Lois, the blonde hair, had her 50th birthday party last night that I almost destroyed. So
Yeah,
it's a
just
surprise.
Well, a lot of room.
I know Brian has to be in the building somewhere.
He's probably parking his car.
For now, it's coming down here.
Well then.
No, we're there, we're there.
Just a touch too much weight. Didn't want to move it at all.
Well, and a little bit of a defensive Jason. He's played a lot of big weight shots to this point, and he probably feels like he was at a standstill before he threw it, but it's very keen ice.
There.
You have to throw it to the sweepers.
Here are the results so far for the Burtnyk team. Started well with 4 straight wins, then that only loss, that was Saturday morning to Ryan Fry in an extra end, and then he bounced back with victories over the defending champion and the 4-time champion.
Kenny's very deliberate in the hack. Will not throw that rock until he's perfectly set up to throw.
And that's why we talked a little bit about the time clock. At one point yesterday, Kerry having less than 20 seconds when he went down to throw his rock. And little things like that, Kenny is very deliberate, takes time. They do discuss, which is not a problem. You just need to be aware of it. Oh, very nice shot.
Super shot. Boy, that's touch.
Well, he can be
Shots
as deliberate
got by the
as
guard.
he wants to be if he can make shots like that.
He's really come to play.
Right on the nose, Kyle.
That's great weight, great brushing by the
Watch how
front
close
end.
this gets.
Squeaks the guard
Oh.
and gets the inside roll.
Watch the body English here.
Whoa.
Now Wernick asked to play the raised double. Just gets the
Got
top one.
And he opens it up.
Like the out turn?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna put that rock in the top 4.
Clean. Clean it.
Good line.
Clean it.
Good line, yep.
Just clean.
Clean.
Just clean. Weight only.
Line's good.
Go if you got to. Make the 4. Come on.
Wants to make sure they bite the 4 so that if Ryan Fry plays the hit and roll, they will also be in very good position.
Okay. Shooting, Kenny.
Just bored.
Right.
Does leave this opportunity now for a hit and roll that Ryan's calling. Kyle.
Which is why Kerry called his team off, wanting to ensure that he could at least make a play on the Yellowstone if Ryan's team does make the shot.
Play. Whoa. Whoa. Play. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shooter. Hard, Ryan.
Oh, great shot.
Very nice.
That's a perfect rock because Kerry cannot bump his own up to get it.
Cannot.
Great shot.
It's got to come the other way. Super shot for Kyle.
Nicely thrown, great weight.
Well, this is why Kyle was voted the All-Star third.
He
Shots
was.
like that. And in a field like this, when you've got Ken Tresser and Jonathan Meade,
It speaks
players
well
like that.
to how
Yeah.
poised he has been and how many great shots he has made.
Hard one to call. Yeah, you anticipate them to move. It was straight, man. My run back even came up a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah.
Kerry's got just a straight draw to the face of it, to the lid.
Well, in direct contrast to Kerry's team that qualified as one of the final teams to make this Safeway Select through the MCA. Ryan's team, the first team to qualify by winning the Manitoba Curling Tour Championship last year.
Whoa. 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 Clean up. Looks like lots. Whoa.
Should start to move.
Very little rotation on this handle. It's straightening
Yeah,
out.
you're right. Yeah, he's lost the handle. Look at that.
Whoa.
And going the other way.
We saw that last night as well on one of Kerry's shots where he lost
Very
the
rare,
handle.
though. Like, it's really interesting.
See what he says to Ken.
Well, if we can roll here, push this one.
Perfect weight.
See the handle straightening
Yeah,
out.
now straightening out. The frustrating part for Kerry is that he had perfect weight, too.
You roll one rock here, then if he chops at it, then the shooter goes, but let's try the roll. And there with a little firm? It might run well. We got to throw a little firm to get a roll.
Now, those of you who watched Barry Fry over the years, the legend, just watch Ryan, his mannerisms, his style, the way he paces around the rink, the way he... It's just everything. He's just, you know, if you didn't know anything, you'd say, pick out a Barry Fry's kid out there, you'd be able to do it. He's just great. Curling delivery a little different, but he still gets nice and low, very intense. And watch him, just his style, mannerisms, it's great to watch.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Whoa.
Nicknamed Small Fry.
Oh, look at this.
But he makes big shots.
Just fabulous shot.
Lovely shot.
Boy, great shot.
Good rock.
Obviously come to play. And that is reminiscent of his dad also.
There's this too, get second shot.
I think with regular weight.
Now what's Kerry got done?
Well, Kerry looks like he's looking at a double
Do this to get
raise.
second shot too, and sit here.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll lay in front of the hackle.
I like this, Kenny. Regular weight. No.
Well, a couple of shots have really swung this end around, a combination of
Maybe
a
he's
great
trying
shot.
to hit this, then move it back into here, or raise this back here.
Or do you guys prefer the draw?
Ken was looking at the in-turn draw on top of the red stones just thrown there. Problem is that it's a very delicate shot, and you can see too.
The hair last.
Kerry feels that by playing the shot, he can at least eliminate one. Tough shot.
He has to make it, otherwise Fry will have a shot at 3. And he's on the guard.
That was a really tough shot.
Well, some great shots from the Fry team have set up this score, potential score for 3.
Sorry, guys, never got out to.
What's that? Oh, put it on the 2 line.
Yeah, as he said in his comment, he never got out to it. He knew he was a touch inside as soon as he let it go.
So the final rock of end number 2, and it's a draw for a piece of the forefoot.
Take a look. Take a look. Heads up.
For Ryan Fry, and a
Keep an eye
big
on it.
end of 3.
Clean.
As
Stay
a
with it.
curler, you like to hear that sound. Clean. That means you have the shot.
Good enough. Good end, Bryce.
2 great shots, scores 3 points here, Joe, for the small Fry.
Good end. Excellent end. 3-1 for Ryan Fry.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of Kerry.
Polar Rayomax Windows, proud sponsor of the Safeway Select Manitoba Men's Curling Championships. See, hear, feel the difference. Polar Rayomax Windows.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
Where can you find maximum value and great taste?
Sweet! Sweet!
With over 30 Manitoba locations in towns and cities large and small,
Hurry! Hurry home!
where you're treated just like family and made to feel at home.
Hurry! Hurry! Yep!
Chicken Chef, serving up fresh, wholesome meals that always hit the spot.
Come on in, the Chicken Chef. We're cooking up something good for you.
There are some things in life we depend on. Things we can't do without. Things we need to live long and happy lives. Good health is an essential too, and having a comprehensive health care plan helps. Because knowing you'll get that extra care when you need it is essential to your peace of mind and lets you make the most out of life. Because the most essential thing about life is what you do with it. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Polar Rayomax Windows, proud sponsor of the Safeway Select Manitoba Men's Curling Championships. See, hear, feel the difference. Polar Rayomax Windows.
Our sports stars have come and gone, but we continue to bring you the latest heroes in local sports. 30 years of making Manitoba home. Manitoba's global sports.
Good rotation.
Well, Barry Fry looks intense, as more intense than his son out there.
Well, I think he would be comforted by 2 things. One, that his son and his son's team have played very well so far in this game, and also the fact that they have a 3-1 lead over Kerry Burtnyk.
But you know what? In every curler, I think you can relate to this. You get up a big end early in the game. You get rattled in a strange sort of way because you say to yourself, okay, now everybody expects me to win. I can only blow it now. And you get a different mindset, and it's really tough. Any competitive curler will tell you they like to play the first few ends and take their shots near the end of the game, the 7th, 8th, and 9th ends, right?
Yes.
And so now he's got to be careful with his strategy because nobody's better at coming back than Kerry. Kerry will really test him now. So this is going to be fascinating.
Well, we heard Corey introduce the team. He's a little bit of the personality guy on this team. And when I spoke to him before the game and talking about his career highlight, he said playing with this team. And I said, any particular game? And he said, no, every game with this team is a highlight.
Nice touch.
Likes to play.
Yeah,
Very
nice
nice.
touch, yeah.
Very nice. Every team has a personality, and Corey is theirs.
obviously a veteran of this game.
Yeah, hard. Hurt.
Been with the Burtnyk team for a very long time.
He's played for a lot of years.
Straight up. Come on. Hard, 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 hard. Good rock.
Shot, not worried about making the double as much as sticking around, hopefully right in front of the other stone.
Good, yeah. Easy hit, Jay. Just easy hit. Yeah.
Jason and Kyle both work at the same place. Spend a lot of time together.
Whoa.
Can be good, can be bad.
Whoa! Right on.
And tough getting time off work.
Whoa! No, he's okay. Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa, 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 whoa!
And removes the Burtnyk
Nice shot.
stone and the shooter.
But good controlled weight.
right.
That's the key to the shots like that. You can do something with that kind of weight. Just nice communication between Ryan, Jason. Well, they obviously played together so long, too. It's just great.
Because that guard exists, asking Rob Fowler now to go around that outside. They are the first family of curling. They're also the family that owns the dealership after their name in Brandon. Everybody works for the company, which is Fowler Pontiac Buick GMC. Bought my car from Robbie and it's still working, so that is all good.
Yeah! Go then! Hard! Straight line, come on! Hard!
Keeping it all in the family.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
He's got great line on this shot.
Hard, hard! Right up! Great shot.
Very nice.
That is a good shot. Ryan not hesitating, going to take that guard off.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Right up hard. Quick, quick, quick.
Ryan working hard on that, of course, not wanting to give Kerry another corner guard on the other side of the house.
If he knows it, there's no double. So.
Here.
He's a very good heads-up player.
Yeah. Yeah, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Stay close. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Kerry wanting to make sure they roll to the other side. Good pair.
Good shot. Okay. Just a little up from normal. All right. Whoa! Oh, off. Close! Off. Whoa!
Kyle also talked about a highlight being when he played with Doug Harrison and losing the Grand Prix in Thunder Bay to Kerry Burtnyk. He's got lots of highlights. We talked earlier about what Kerry Burtnyk's team needs to do to win, and now we look towards Ryan Fry's team. What are some of the keys to victory for this young team?
How thin would that double be if he hit noses it? Nose is pretty good, or we can go around.
Well, it's patience, first of all. We saw Ryan Fry sometimes want to be too anxious. So far, we've seen patience. He needs to carry that through. Risk versus reward in ends that he has given up points. Sometimes he's tried to force it too much and winds up chipping out his own instead of just getting a safe two. And it's to use both his lead and his third, both the all-star team, and you can see why with the great performance so far today.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes the tendency is to try to get a little greedy out there and really play a little too aggressive. Sometimes you got to sort of play a little more common sense.
I agree. Sometimes when
Like
you're line
a one or a two is just fine. When you're trying to get a 3 or a 4 with a sensational shot, you should go with the percentages. That's where the experience comes in. Really.
I agree.
Burtnyk lies 2.
Whoa! Close! Yep! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Right off. Whoa. 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 Yep, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
You know, it's interesting watching Fry and the way they play, the aggressiveness and the sort of the aggressive style. It was reminiscent of a young guy who he's now playing against. When Burtnyk in the early 80s was the same thing. It's almost a similar type of team. They thought they couldn't be beaten. They were really, you know, confident, almost cocky and brash and that. Although I got to give Fry credit. They're pretty calm out there. I wouldn't consider them cocky, but or brash, but they have got all the shots.
They're very confident. They're not intimidated.
But
at all.
they don't look cocky out there too.
Not at all.
This is the way Burtnyk was back in the 80s too. So it's an interesting story really to watch them.
Careful! Looks like a lot.
Kerry had two choices. One was to hit the stone, biting the top, and try to roll in. The other to draw to lie 2. This is a higher percentage shot for sure.
Whoa, lots. Lots. Don't count. Whoa. Don't touch it. Oh, easy. That's good there.
Rock. A little concerned about that rock and where it was going to be sitting.
Good shot. Just get over there for sure.
Fry going for the hit and roll or the double. Looking at the angle there.
Yeah. We might need to bounce today. Maybe we should throw the end. I think for the double, if you're going to throw, it's going to be right there. Okay, let's throw the end. All right.
Going with the in-turn.
Well, the house is very lively. These are very makeable shots, but it is tough.
Whoa! Whoa!
He's got one.
Just missed.
Great try.
He got a little too aggressive because he just said he wanted to roll over there.
And that once you got it going, it's the weight he threw. He threw tons of weight on that. And once you get rocks going like that, you're going for the double. The hit and roll would have been a lot quieter.
Good try.
T-line. T-line or a hair behind.
Kerry talking about the position, wanting to make these two stones very flat so that there will not be a double opportunity for Ryan Fry.
T-line. Have a look.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, hard. Hurry up. Hard. Easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah, hard, hard.
Trying to put it even with the other Yellowstone.
Good sweeping, guys.
Oh, maybe still there.
He knows it. He might draw it.
Shot.
Pretty thick, I mean.
Don mentioned about how young Kerry Burtnyk was.
I'd like to see him jump that high now.
1981.
Al Hackney.
Look at that.
That was the win to Briar.
And Olsen. Olsen, believe it or not, goes over to the other sheet to jump because he didn't want to do what Bob Labonte did. For anybody who's followed curling, they'll know what I mean. Didn't want to boot the rock.
Now, many years have passed, but the determination of this man to get back to that experience is still every bit as strong as it was.
24 years ago, almost a quarter of a century.
Like if we get over there. Last call.
Arguably the greatest curler of all time in Manitoba.
But this young man would like to make his own mark in the books.
Missed the double on his first attempt. Will he get it on his second?
He's thrown a pile of weight again.
Doesn't sound like it. Yeah, you can tell by the reaction of this there he's going to make it or not make it.
Bad throw. Sorry, Cal.
A little more, like middle 4 there.
We're right behind the sheet. Ryan just a little bit full, and with that weight, it will not move, not even enough. So this end started off with that great come around by Rob Fowler, and the Burtnyk team able to continue to replace those stones, and Kerry now having a chance to draw for 2 to tie the game.
Maybe. No. What?
It was Rob Fowler's shot that basically set up this deuce.
It did.
Well, he's for sure going to. Not necessarily. Guaranteed. No.
Can't
Right
go then.
team talking about their strategy in the next end.
Can't hurt it. Come on. It's easy. Clean. It's there. It's there. Okay, well.
You got control.
Heard Kerry Burtnyk say good end. It was. It's the bounce back end. After giving up 3 in the second, he comes back with 2 in the third. We're tied at 3.
Closed captioning of the Safeway Select Men's Curling Championships brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, 3-time consecutive winner of Canada's 50 Best Managed Companies Award.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Granny's Poultry, celebrating 25 years of serving Manitobans.
Everything's a process.
We had at one point talked about going with something a little bit more formal.
The more I thought about it, the more I decided I wanted something lighter and more airy.
At Superblinds, we work closely with our clients to create windows that work.
It has a really soft look, but it's very approachable and it feels very comfortable.
If it's custom drapery or one of our amazing Hunter Douglas window fashions, you can trust Superblinds and draperies to bring together function and design flawlessly.
I think it turned out just perfect.
Making award-winning wine is easier than ever. The Brew Doctor has everything you need.
I can't believe they made this wine. It's great.
Wine Expert products won 121 medals at the recent Winemaker Magazine competition.
A meal is so much nicer with great wine on the table.
You can make your own award-winning wine with Wine Expert products.
I wonder where I can get Wine Expert products.
The Brew Doctor is your exclusive Wine Expert retailer in Winnipeg and Brandon. The Brew Doctor. Great wine and beer made easy.
1,000 miles of open trails. Refreshing outdoor activities. Fun for the whole family. Visit Selkirk February 9th through 13th for the Selkirk Safeway Select Curling Championship. For more information, log on to redrivernorthtourism.com. Red River North, for the explorer in you.
Granny's Manitoba Poultry hits the spot with every mouthful. Reach for Granny's quality chicken and turkey. Savory flavor, Manitoba grown.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
When it comes to farm fresh ideas, Granny's knows best. From our family to your family. Granny's Manitoba grown quality chicken and turkey.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
Brent Scales was the difference maker at the 2004 Safeway Select in Brandon. The All-Star skip was the best at his position all week long, and in the morning draw on the final day of the Select, he was once again at the top of his game. Scales is facing Murray Woodward, the winner, to go on to the championship final against Jeff Stoughton. Down by 1 in the 7th end, Scales is facing 2 Woodward counters in the 4-foot when he throws his first rock of the end. Scales executes this delicate hit and roll to lie shot, edging the button behind cover. Woodward couldn't get to it. With his final rock, Scales nudges the Yellowstone back to score 2 and take a 1-point lead with 3 ends to play.
Under Pressure is brought to you by Wellington West, your leader in private wealth management.
And that pressure that Brent Scales was under a year ago in Brandon, these two teams are experiencing this morning.
That long guard that you see, the first one thrown by Keith Fenton, certainly much longer than either Keith would have wanted it to be, or certainly Kerry. Ryan trying to get around that, left the stone exposed. Keith rolled to where we see it, and that's how we got to where we are.
Whoa! Stay close! Whoa!
Stick.
Wrong way.
Yeah, you never want to roll out on that because that gives Kerry a chance to come in behind that guard again. At least biting forces him probably go after the shot.
No, you weren't heavy.
Just trying to figure out why that did not finish for him, asking about weight.
Five.
Good line, clean. Better work, Becky.
Yep. Come down, come down.
Nice shot. Beautiful movement in there. It just comes in so nicely.
It does indeed.
But also, on the other hand, even though it's a perfectly guarded rock, with a long guard like that, you know you can still get at it, even with back ring weight. Hack weight, you can probably knock it out.
Mother Lois and her granddaughter, who's Rob's niece, looking on.
Close, yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, yeah. Hard.
Here's that movement that we speak about.
All there. Yep, yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta move a ton. Hard time. Whoa, whoa, let's go. Shot, Jake. Shot.
Great shot.
Very nice.
Fine player, good with both the heavyweight
I'm
and
sold.
also the finesse shot. Yeah,
I like the out turn.
Look at that, perfectly located right in
Good
behind.
enough to tap it out.
Nice weight.
Yeah.
But because of the long guard, you can come at it from either way. Nice movement.
There's Brian Fowler, former Manitoba champion, Rob's dad, liking his own space to deal with his nerves.
Yes, rather than sitting.
No, off. Right off. Right off. Okay.
Just a touch too much weight.
I think so.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah.
This is a good way to come in behind that, because if you get in partially behind, it eliminates the raise.
Well, and the other thing that we also talk about is the half-half, which means that you show half of this stone and only half of the back red stone, making neither particularly good for the Burtnyk team to get to.
Yeah, you can't double them.
No, that's okay.
But you got to come across more across the face of this, which he's not doing.
Oh, never. As long as you get a piece in there.
It's starting to move a bit now. Yeah, I think he's got enough. Yeah, he's got enough of it.
Better than burying it completely.
It's a great rock because it avoids the double.
That was a little more buried than it was.
Hack weight.
Another few inches and it's really good.
Roll over here.
Kerry's just going for the hit and roll.
Yeah.
Here, Les.
Very routine, preset in his mind of what he needs to go through, which is very important.
Clean.
Close, whoa.
Stay close.
Right off.
Stay close.
Right
Yeah.
off. Whoa.
Right off. No, don't roll it. Don't roll it.
Why didn't he want him to roll it?
Pretty firm on that.
Well, he doesn't want them to roll it because what Kerry is always looking at is where the shooter stays. How can he utilize that later, perhaps to roll in? And if Ryan noses it, he'll have a good
like
angle.
This? If he knows it, are we two? No. But he's got to deal with it. That or this. Do the same thing Jay did, yeah, we just need the line. I wouldn't mind doing this. That's fine. Okay, let's play that. Hit the line with the draw, and then you guys go.
Ryan looking to split the stone in the house, moving it behind the guard and also rolling away. It would lie two, and one of them would be buried.
Hard! Gotta go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Line! Hard line! Gotta go! Quick! Push! Right up! Go! Stay with it!
On to plan B.
Okay, Kyle. Whew. Buggered off.
He rolled that when he let it go. You could see he was sort of sliding in, like he's sliding down the center instead of getting out to it. And then when you do that, you tend to roll the rock, and that's why it took off on him.
Yeah, it's there.
Just takes the guard.
Inside. Pack.
Hoping, of course, that it'll touch the yellow one and redirect, but it slides by Kerry there. To sweep it back for fourth shot. There's Kyle's delivery. You can see
He's
that
down the center, a little too much maybe, and then rolls it a bit.
So a break for the Burtnyk team to get themselves out of some trouble in this end.
Well, they do have access to that shot stone now.
Plan B.
And avoids the jam at the back.
Yeah, that was plan B. 3/4 of the way down, he realized he wasn't going to come across the face of it.
Sit right there.
Go, okay.
Definitely staying up there.
Yeah, that didn't
Might be able to get
move
them
like
all,
the first.
Kyle.
There is
about,
a possibility of a triple here.
Somewhere for sure.
What's that?
Half rock.
On the broom rock?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Whoa! Yeah! Hard! Real hard, push! Quick! Quick!
Cutting too much.
Quick! Whoa! Try, Kyle. Jesus.
Just a touch.
We've got we're second, third.
Where are we going?
Roll over is good. We don't need to get it, but nose isn't bad, eh?
No.
Chance for Burtnyk to put some pressure on the Fry team.
Second, third.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, it's Kyle's first shot that got them in a bit of trouble.
You can get a bit of a roll, too.
There?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Off! Clean! Off!
Jeez. Okay.
Well, he got a bit fortunate there. Kerry was just a little bit full when he threw that, and we've seen that spot be a little bit tough today, very straight.
A little bit too much weight.
That's that same rock. That's the 7 rock every time.
Come down to this one.
Throw it.
Or just make the draw to here.
So he's going to have Fenton throw the 7 rock, which means he figures one of the skip's rocks is not reacting the way they want to, straightening out,
The only thing is
straightening out to the point where it lost its turn.
It's a pretty high guard.
Which is extremely unusual on a
That's good if you can get
hit.
it to here.
Yeah, well, that just kept straight.
So that rock will not touch Kerry Burtnyk's hand for the rest of the game.
You like that? Because anywhere we go here, he's going to be able to get at
This
it.
turn here, this isn't the easiest. If you can get it.
But anywhere you
Definitely
go, you're going to be
has
able to get at it.
Not
some
necessarily.
rotation when he lets
Let me
it
put
go.
here. If you get it here, it's not bad.
I think
He's going to be drawing with his last one, maybe.
we got last rock.
Oh, I know.
I like going here.
You want to hit that?
Yeah.
All right.
Board weight.
See, Ryan's looking at the possibility of getting more than one, obviously. He'd just like to get that so that that back counter comes into play.
Guys like this? Try and roll it behind the guard from here. Yeah. Just board? Is that too much ice? Okay, just board. Hard.
Hurry.
Quick!
Real hard.
Real hard!
Hurry.
Push! Quick! Hard! Right up, right up, right up!
Stay with it, stay with it. Okay, Ryan.
Burtnyk still lies 2.
Well, that didn't work well for him at all.
like the way that intern seems to be going straighter. Let's play this.
Ryan's other option, of course, would have been to play the draw, Don, to ignore all those stones in the 12-foot and just to use that center guard.
I think that's what Kyle wanted to do.
I do as well. Sometimes as a skip, you get something in your mind, and that's what you need to do.
But he's got to still make the shot. He makes the shot, then it's fine. But he literally missed the shot, so that's no matter what you call, you have to make.
So for Kerry, a great chance to put some more pressure on Ryan Fry.
Whoa, then. Whoa. Good line. Good line. Whoa. Can't be any further than that.
Yeah, come on. Hard. Hurry. Full forward. Come on. Hurry hard. Hurry hard. Come on, guys.
Every inch. Every inch.
Hurry hard. Keep going. Keep going.
Good brushing, guys.
Get it to the top.
Nice shot. Yeah, nice shot, but they should have had it back further. He had back at least another foot further.
Yeah.
Well, as in the first end where Kerry was forced to draw against 3, now it is Ryan Fry's turn to do the same. Although in Kerry's case, all he had to do is full 12. Ryan needs to hit a piece of the 4-foot. This is his second draw of the game. First one was made.
Line's good. Wait's good.
Line's not bad. Right to the yellow. Leg a lock. Look. Look. Line's fine. Oh, Jay.
No, it's starting to
Very
slow down.
nice. It's good.
So in the first end, Kerry Burtnyk drew against 3, and here in end number 4, Ryan Fry has to do the same thing. It's 4-3.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Chicken Chef Family Restaurants. Real quality, real selection, real value, made in Manitoba.
Where can you find maximum value and great taste?
Sweet! Sweet!
With over 30 Manitoba locations in towns and cities large and small.
Hurry! Hurry hard!
Where you're treated just like family and made to feel at home.
Hurry! Hurry! Yep!
Chicken Chef, serving up fresh, wholesome meals that always hit the spot.
Come on in, the Chicken Chef. We're cooking up something good for you.
Hey, guy, what's that you have there? Golly, when was the last time you used those? You sure have a lot of gently used sporting goods. Hey, isn't your kid in college now? What are you going to do with all that stuff? Wait, don't throw it away. Help some young guys and gals learn those important character-building lessons. So someday when they're your boss, or even prime minister, they'll have the necessary discipline and social skills. Say, now doesn't that feel terrific? Lighten your load or your wallet today. Give to Kidsport, so all kids can play.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
It's a tough world out there. How tough? Tough weeds and tougher conditions. A world made for Roundup WeatherMax with Transorb 2 technology. How tough is it? This tough. Roundup WeatherMax penetrates the leaf fast, within minutes. Side-by-side comparisons demonstrated superior results compared to the leading imitator. Tougher on tough weeds in tough conditions. We guarantee it. Choose Roundup WeatherMax, the only herbicide that backs you up with a Roundup WeatherMax warranty.
The Frigidaire Authorized Blowout is on at Dufresne. Frigidaire offered some unbelievable deals only to Dufresne, and we couldn't resist. So we bought truck after truck of top quality appliances, and we're passing the savings on to you. Buy this Frigidaire washer and get 30% off the matching dryer. Buy this refrigerator and get 30% off the matching range. And because Dufresne is one of Canada's largest Frigidaire retailers, you'll find great savings on thousands of appliances ready for immediate delivery. Hurry in to the Frigidaire Authorized Blowout at Dufresne. A better experience.
And welcome back to the Selkirk Recreational Complex and Global's continuing coverage of this 2005 Safeway Select semifinal game between Kerry Burtnyk and Ryan Fry. Here in the fifth end. Burtnyk with the advantage of last rock, and he trails by one.
Tight guard, yeah.
Keith just a little bit long on his guard so far today. We saw that long guard last end, and here again, trying to throw a corner guard is a corner guard, but pretty long. If they need to run that back, it'll be tough.
Corey Narni.
It's not that tight. Line only right now. Line's good. Tight. It's good. Yeah. No chance. That's tight. Yeah. It's tight. Hard. We're good. We're good. We're good. Go. Quick. Right up. Well, that's good. Shot, Corey.
Very nice pair. Top of the four and a nice tight guard.
Just what he called. Excellent. Kerry ignoring it, obviously, and then coming in behind with Keith. Trying to corner freeze.
Some great numbers for Keith.
6.
Not surprising.
No.
Good line. A little bit of room. No bump. Not yet. Get ready. No, 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 no. Never, never, never.
A little too much weight.
Nice shot, Keith. Beauty. Shot, Keith.
No, came in nicely. Boy, it died nicely. It looked like he was going to come to the side of it. Ended up being perfect. But dead draw, though. No sweep.
You want to come to it? Just top 8, yeah. Just top ring. Just top ring, Jay.
And again, this one is about setting up the angles. And Jason, for that 94%, has made some very difficult shots.
Okay, room. Not bad. Room. Go then. Yeah, gotta go. Hard line. Hard. Gotta go quick. Real hard. As far as they'll go. Hard. Get a bounce if you can. No chance. Okay, well. Okay, Jake. All right.
Not good, because it staggers the rocks, too, so you can't do it for raisebacks.
You want to nose the guard, or do you want to come in here? I don't mind hitting the guard. Yeah. No, there's 2 inches, 3 inches. Give me a regular. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Good rock.
Good shot. A lot of weight.
Shot.
For regular weight, that's a lot of weight to be throwing. I thought they'd throw a little less than that. Prefer to actually stay right there.
Think the adrenaline is pumping a little bit?
No, I think.
A nice regular.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, they've played some big time curling, especially Rob, and no, I think.
But there's a difference playing for money than playing for a title.
Oh yeah, I suppose this is, Rob hasn't won with them before, so.
This is really moving.
That sets up the possibility of the hit and roll behind those 2 corner guards.
Tight, eh?
Hey, bumper weight.
Well, we were on it as much as it probably could have been.
Kerry looking for bumper. Very difficult in this house that's so lively to hit and to roll. Kerry prefers to play the easier weights.
Whoa. Stay close. Whoa, up. Right up. Right up. Right up. Yeah. Oh!
just come out the other side.
I think those are just a little too much weight for the. It's so hard to call on that kind of stuff. You can't control them when they're that much weight. A little lighter, you can do something with the sweeping, and that. I think Rob just throws a little too much weight for those shots. Chance for hit and roll.
Whoa! Whoa! Close. Whoa! Yep! Yep! Whoa! 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 Wow. No. Whoa. Nah.
Just won't move up in there, maybe.
He had very nice weight on that shot.
Yeah, perfect weight. You're right.
Put it out.
Either one's good.
You heard him just say, I put that one
Let's
out.
play this.
So if his last motion is back, and by rolling away a little bit allows Ken a chance to hit and roll behind there.
Hey?
Kerry thought about first just drawing around the two guards, but decided on this shot. '96 world champion. Playing third for Jeff Stoughton that year.
Yep. Played. Yeah.
That's a great shot, but it straightened out a bit near the end for him. Still leaves it.
Just a hair less. Hair less what? Weight? Yeah. No, same weight. Okay.
Looked like it was going.
Well, it's coming with a lot of weight. It looks like it's going to move a little bit, and then it just did straighten out a bit, Don. Otherwise, he's rolling completely behind.
A lot of weight on that compared to what Kyle had thrown down here. Here's another shot. Kyle has to come close to that guard to get any sort of straight hit.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Gotta watch it.
Right off. Right off.
That's a nice shot. That's not an easy shot to do
Not at
there
all.
because it'd be intimidating with those guards up front like that.
Fighting to get to the inside.
Back weight.
Good shot. They don't do much out there. What's that? So they don't do much out there. No. If you're full, you're buggered.
Meaning full to the broom.
Yeah, a little outside. If you're outside, it's just not going to come up enough.
Off. Right off. Right off.
This one's a little further out.
He just will get a corner of it. They can't save the shooter.
Yeah, just a little outside on that, I think.
So that opens up the door for the Fry team to get behind those two corner guards.
That last one was T-line without sweeping, right?
Ryan referring to his draw,
We want to be just talking
fourth end.
Looks like a lot of ice. Touch less.
See Ryan's numbers.
Easy.
Questionable shot on his first one. He's also played two all or nothing shots, and as a skip, you either get all, which is 4 points, or nothing when you play those. Well, great weight, Don, and he changed the ice in the
just a little
hack.
bit, yeah.
And we've talked about that.
He was right on his first ice.
That it is so deceiving because it's just.
He'll say that probably.
I think we play a bump and roll behind. I think that's as good as anything. Okay. Out turn or? Yeah. Bumper.
Jeez, eh? Ow. He doesn't make the right purpose and still get around everything. The other turn? Huh? The other turn? Either turn. Well, you just threw this. The identical shot you just threw.
Opportunity missed.
Well, and that's one thing we often say to younger curlers is don't change the ice from the hack.
Go with your first instinct.
Or go back down and take a look at it because the angle is different from where he's usually holding it in the house.
can see where Kerry is using the #1 rock and had switched.
And so what has happened is that means that Keith, that guard that we thought was a little bit longer than normal, was the one that Keith got rid of by using that 7 stone. Alternatively, often it will be the second person to throw it because seconds usually throw hits, and if you have an iffy rock, it often doesn't show up on hits.
A nose hit by Burtnyk, and that rock is outside the ring, so
like
missed
if you
opportunity
come back
there.
There, it's not the end of the world, eh?
No, we got to get by though.
You got it.
This is taking a lot of ice. Now, the only scary part about this is you gotta make sure you get out to the broom, because you could have perfect weight. You get a little inside, you tick the front one. It's so close, you're gonna knock it in. Then Kerry has a shot for 2.
Let's not tick it in though.
Just talking about it now.
That's a lot of ice.
But you got to give yourself a lot of ice. Even if you get partially in behind, you're okay.
Well, and it's huge. Even if he's wide open, Kerry's going to have to force the blank.
Yes.
If he's not in the house, that stone is very splittable for Kerry Burtnyk.
Exactly.
It's a guarantee, too.
You're right.
They haven't laid a broom to it yet.
Whoa. Wait for it.
No. No line.
Right back. Yep. Hard. It's good.
Look at it move.
What?
All right.
Real hard.
Six falls off a cliff there.
Keep going.
Go.
Keep going, Jay.
Boy, that ice is pretty good.
It is.
Look at that. There's about 6 feet of ice on that. Unbelievable.
Ryan's struggling to believe his own ice this morning, but he definitely needs to.
It's a good thing he took it up, too, because, boy, you can... Yeah, you watch. You're right from the hog line in. It starts to just move nice. Look at this, how far away it is from that guard there, and then all of a sudden it's almost partially in behind. Nice, excellent draw weight.
So Kerry Burtnyk looking to remove that fry stone and also roll the shooter out of play.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
You know he's done that.
Great shot.
An interesting end, but no results on the board. So after 5 ends of play, the Fry team out in front of the Burtnyk squad, 4-3.
Closed captioning of the Safeway Select Men's Curling Championships brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, Manitoba's most award-winning car dealership.
Granny's Manitoba Poultry hits the spot with every mouthful. Reach for Granny's quality chicken and turkey. Savory flavor, Manitoba grown.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
Hey, guy, what's that you have there? Golly, when was the last time you used those? You sure have a lot of gently used sporting goods. Hey, isn't your kid in college now? What are you going to do with all that stuff? Wait, don't throw it away. Help some young guys and gals learn those important character-building lessons. So someday when they're your boss, or even prime minister, they'll have the necessary discipline and social skills. Say, now doesn't that feel terrific? Lighten your load or your wallet today. Give to KidSport, so all kids can play.
Back pain doesn't just happen. It happens over time, throughout your entire life. How you sit in school, the way you work, or just hold your child, all contribute to how your spine develops, even the way you pitch in every day. So do yourself a favor and give your spine a checkup. See your Manitoba chiropractor today.
A moving experience.
We decided to go with the Hunter Douglas Luminette using their Power Glide system. It operates on a remote control.
I wanted to be able to push a button and open the curtains. That was so cool.
If it's the elegance of shears, the function of shades, or the impact of amazing custom drapery, ask Super Blinds and Draperies about incorporating motorization into your window covering designs.
And we find we use it fairly often.
You can trust Super Blinds and Draperies to bring together function and design flawlessly.
It's a pretty good effect, too.
There are some things in life we depend on, things we can't do without, things we need to live long and happy lives. Good health is an essential too, and having a comprehensive health care plan helps. Because knowing you'll get that extra care when you need it is essential to your peace of mind and lets you make the most out of life. Because the most essential thing about life is what you do with it. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
When it comes to farm fresh ideas, Granny's knows best. From our family to your family. Granny's Manitoba grown quality chicken and turkey.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
Fifth and Break is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
And welcome back to the Selkirk Recreational Complex. We're 4-3 at the midway point, and Kathy Gauthier, let's show you some of the highlights. Starting in the first end, the Fry team putting Burtnyk under a lot of pressure. He had to draw against 3. That's not easy.
It's not, but it is Kerry's bread and butter shot, and certainly he put himself in that situation by playing the way that he did. Had to draw against 3 rocks, all in the 12-foot, but in the first end, Joe has to make it, and of course, Kerry does.
A couple of great shots in the second end from the Fry team that led to their pickup of 3 points, and it all started really with the shot from Kyle Wernick.
Great shot by the all-star third, Kyle Wernick. Plays the in-off from the outside, one of the Burtnyk stones. Makes the hit and the roll. And then it would be later that Ryan Fry also helps his own cause by coming in on the other side with an in-off, something that Kerry Burtnyk could not get at. Ryan goes on for the free draw for 3, and that field goal has put them in good shape so far.
And then Kerry Burtnyk came back in the third end with a deuce, and then Ryan Fry had to draw in the fourth end against 3.
Well, in a little bit, both of these skips do like to gamble, and both of them need 4-foot. That's what great ice from Hans Withrick does, is give you consistent conditions. So if you need to do this, both skips have.
It's been a great game so far. We expect nothing less than more of the same in the next 5 ends. We'll be back to Selkirk right after this.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
When they have trouble, I can't really help them.
Every winter, you think you're ready.
But CAA can.
And 4.5 million Canadians already are.
Right on time, fast.
They're ready for winter because they belong to CAA. Our members tell us how important it is to know that they are covered, no matter what vehicle they're in. It's important to them, and important to everyone who might worry about them.
Go with CAA! We were happy to see them. It's cold out here.
As the years go by, many things change, but the impact and the emotion of a new story stays the same. 30 years of making Manitoba home.
And just like a good curler, Kerry Burtnyk here on cue as we come back from commercial break. Kerry, tell us about the first 5 ends.
Well, it's been a very good first 5 ends. Ryan's team is playing really well, and my team has played very good. And I had a problem with a couple of my rocks losing handle. I'm not sure whether it was my fault or the rocks picking a little, but it's been a really good game. We're in good position. We recovered from a couple of mistakes that I made, and one down with, I feel pretty good starting the last 5, and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we saw that yesterday, the Fry defeated you in an extra end, but we saw last night, of course, that your team has the ability, obviously, to come from behind.
No question. Yeah, we're definitely fighters, and you know, as I say, the guys are playing well. So, you know, we're going to go out there and make some shots and put some pressure on them. And you know, they're playing really well, but we'll try and force a mistake if we can.
All right, Kerry Burtnyk, good luck in the next 5 ends.
Thanks very much, Joe.
Kerry Burtnyk leading Ryan Fry by a score of 4-3 after 5 ends of play, and with Ryan Fry right now is Kathy Gauthier.
Ryan, you beat Kerry yesterday. Does that help you in today's game?
I don't think so. I think it's like I was talking before. It totally has to do with how you're throwing the rocks. Kerry's team's playing great, and we knew they were going to play great, and we're basically trying to just keep hand with them and keep playing as good as we have been.
You came out, took a big 3 right away. Did that help settle the nerves a little bit?
Oh, definitely. Anytime you're playing in this in this competition. You get up to a little bit of a lead and get a little bit of control. It gives you a little bit of confidence. But Kerry made some great shots to get back to even, and it's pretty much anyone's game now.
Good luck in the back five.
Thank you.
Great champions, Kerry Burtnyk. You see him in 2001, that 95 year, he would go on to win the Worlds. And of course, he'd love to add 2005.
Shows the dominance of the Stout and Burtnyks. Peters, although Peters, if you go back earlier, is in there again a couple of times. Indeed. So it's just the top three, the legendary three in the province, sprinkling of others in there, the Dugans, etc.
That's why it's good. You know, we talked about the youth coming up at the Scott and also here, and Ryan Fry, and of course tonight, Randy Duthame is sitting there somewhere watching this game, I'm sure. Hopefully that you're relaxing and waiting to take on either. One game away from going to his first trip to the Brier.
Yeah, and if Fry gets through, then obviously it's a battle of bridesmaids or guys that first time Brier experience.
Well, and he can't be a repeat winner unless you've been there the first time. Should be a good game. We've had tremendous ice conditions, and the seeds going into this week, Stout and Burtnyk, some very popular names. A little bit of a disappointment, I think, for Dave Bomer. Done tremendously well this year, Don, on the cash bill season, but just couldn't seem to put it together at the select.
Yeah, out a little early. But there's Randy Duthame. I thought he should have been, and Brian, obviously, they ranked poorly.
And of course, the curlers do seed, and I still do believe that one of the reasons that perhaps Randy's team did not fare as high as we are certainly seeing them perform is that it is a very new team going in to the MCA. It was a combination of two teams that had dissolved, and so they did win the grand aggregate. But with the MCA, because there are so many teams, sometimes you play the who's who to get to your spot, and sometimes, depending on how the draw favors you, it can be a relatively easy ride. But Randy proving that he and his team were no surprise.
And actually being the 9th seed now, sitting in the final, I don't think they care.
I don't think they cared coming in, knowing Randy.
No, not at all. Doesn't matter. Actually, they probably prefer the lower seed to take the heat off them in a way.
And so this back five will dictate, obviously, who plays this afternoon. For Ryan Fry, he seemed relatively comfortable when I spoke with him. And for Kerry Burtnyk, he's been here many times, and so it's going to be about execution.
Yeah, it's simply a 5-end game now.
For Kerry Burtnyk, blanking that last end. He's very comfortable with rocks in play. Will be trying to generate multiple points in this end.
Okay, line's good. Whoa. Where is that? Needs it. Whoa, room. Yep, go, yep. Whoa, if you can. Yep. Keep going. It's got to curl sometime. Line. Keep going, yep. Hard. Okay, try, Corey.
Relatively straight area compared to what we've seen in the past. It's not moving as much on this side of the sheet.
This is that one spot. We are on sheet C in the center, and we've done 2 games yesterday on this sheet and now today, and it is this one particular side, one particular spot that seems to run a little bit straighter than anywhere else on any of the sheets.
And here's Keith. Look at this. This is just staying out on him. Still a nice hit and roll.
I think you got to get in there. You got to just get the right weight, that dying weight. Normal.
Forces Fry to try and do the hit and roll in behind the guard. Mind you, if he does hit and roll, he'll be behind the tee line.
Whoa, yep. Yeah, whoa. They got us thick, boys. Wow.
Didn't want to do that.
I think they anticipated a little more of a cut on that, but it just straightened right out on
Yeah,
him.
you threw it good. They weren't moving over there either.
And so for Kerry, he had Keith throw that corner guard early and now asking Rob to utilize that stone and tuck one behind.
All tight. 7. Clean. 7, 8. Got it clean. Line only. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're deep. Clean. Line 10.
Needs to put the brakes
A
on.
lot of weight. Guess that could slide right through. Just going to hang on to the back, maybe. Yeah, not exactly great weight. Rob looks a little puzzled.
To it. Into it.
Well, it is colder in this building than I think it's been all week.
It is very cold in here today.
A lot of room. It's not bad. It's not bad. A lot of room. It's not bad. Have to go, bitch. A lot of room. Did I need to get back there? Okay. Still a lot of room. Okay, leave it then. Yep, yep. Hard now, quick. I got it. Hard. Okay. PJ.
Good shot, trying to get a little further back than that, but now it's still behind the tee line. Kerry can just come down to it again. That's what he's doing.
Hold tight, clean it. 8. Clean for 9. Gotta clean it. Yeah, yeah. Hard. Hurry hard. 10. Hard, gotta go all the way.
Great brushing, squeaks by, but will it over curl?
Yeah, it has overcurled.
It's kind of going.
Yeah, you can see like it rolled it a bit there.
Yes.
He and like Kyle does the same thing a little bit on that. So.
Well, that's the all-star team that I talked about in the game plan to win. You see that 2 of those players voted all-star are in fact on Ryan Fry's team. The others, Rob Fowler that we've seen out here and Randy Duthame. There's the all-star lead, Corey Naharney. Rob Fowler.
Just T-line, eh?
All-star second. Some great performances, some great playing. And that's why these teams are where they are.
Careful, careful. Where is it? Take a look. Yep, yep. Take a look. Hard. Real hard. Heads out. Yep. Yep. Quick. Hard, guys. Push, push. Whoa.
Just gets by the guard.
Right to it, right to it. Oh. Good call.
The only problem is they're just sitting over there in a pocket behind the tee line. Kerry can just bring one down in there. Yeah, they're starting those rocks in there, and then once you get them going, they're gone. See, Kerry, this is like a mint in there now. I mean, he just has to come down in there. It just nullifies the 2 fry rocks.
It's the same.
And you never get them out.
Easy, whoa, off. Whoa, off for line. Right off. No line. No line. Right no off. Line. Your line's getting better. No line. 8. Whoa. Whoa for line. Off. Off. Short of it's good. Yeah. Hard, hard, hard. Hard. Hurry, hard.
No, that almost looked like it picked something
Yeah,
at
it
the
did,
end.
actually.
It started to slide straight sideways.
Yeah, just as it came by that guard, the top guard, you could see it grabbing, and they had to be really alert. The trouble is when you're being, when it's too heavy, in a way, you sort of hold off on it instead of sort of being ready to get on it all the time. When you watch here now, just as it, just now, it starts to move. There it goes. See, it's sideways now. No matter what the skips and thirds are yelling, you still have to be alert on there as a front end. It's a scary thing sometimes, but you have to.
Gotta Gotta go for weight, come on. Gotta go. Hard, guys.
Line's good.
Gotta go hard.
Hard.
All you got.
Quick.
All you got.
All you got.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Trying to get into that pile.
All you got. Go. Go. Go.
Light. None of them have been doing well in this spot here. They're just a little bit off. Every rock is just a touch off.
Not very good.
No.
That's why
Might
I'm kind
almost
of
be better
suspicious
to
about
try
maybe the
and
ice conditions
bump and
changing a
roll
little bit
here.
from what they're used to.
I don't know. I think
much weight.
Kenny
Or six
Dresser's last
short.
one is the one that picked up. He had a nice rock coming in there. He threw it cleanly compared to the other guys, I think.
Yes.
Can I throw the same, or do I need to sit on the corner? No, wait. Freeze, and if we have the line, we could probably tap it. How far do we have to move it to get two? Where is it? Touch more, I thought. Just clean. Careful, whoa.
He's a lot further out now.
Whoa, stay close. Whoa. No. Never. No, never. Just a little bug. Good rock.
Wow, that's not a good rock. He doesn't. That's not what he wanted.
Yeah, or just to it. Tap it here. Ken,
He's
or
getting
tap
out
it
to
too
it,
far
right?
because you can't let him go
Kathy,
across
and the
the
others
top.
are not. He gets out to the broom.
Sat there
The others are getting it started a bit.
Draw weight.
He had good weight.
Well, we heard Rob Fowler saying that on both of his, he had, or Kerry said to Rob that he got both of them going, wasn't quite getting to the stick, and on curling ice, that's going to make them move. Kenny throws a very pure, clean stone. He's right at the stick, and so his are reacting differently than our Rob's.
And it makes a difference of about 2 or 3 feet by the time you get to the other
Huge.
end. It's just amazing.
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa.
Hard. Quick. Hard. Real hard. Hard. Real hard. Quick, guys.
Whoa. Just
Great
just
shot.
got by. Great. They yelled that one by a bit. That was a great shot.
I think Fry's lying too.
Nice touch.
Kerry still has a. He just
Shot, Ryan.
just like to bring it in there.
You like that? Boy, we
It's a
get
good
this one in
shot, but
there.
it's the
Can't
soft
really do
touch
that.
that I
Watch
like the
out.
most.
Watch how close they come to this other one of theirs.
I like this, Ken.
Just gets by. Great shot.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Very nice.
So they got him on it immediately.
Good question. They could not afford to get off that at all.
No.
Same way?
Did we get one? Did we get that?
Great shot.
Are you sure? I don't think so. Line's good. Clean. Line's good. Clean it. Line's good. Clean. Whoa, where is it? Whoa. Whoa, no more. Whoa.
Kerry just wants to
Doesn't
sit on
want to
the
bounce.
edge.
Doesn't want to bounce. That's he did. Touch heavy. Difference weight. He needed about 3 feet less weight. Puzzled luck.
Shit, that's not bad, eh?
What?
You can roll the hair.
Yeah.
You definitely just don't want to flop in there or stay there because you fall on his face and make it.
What do you want to throw, a firm board?
Huh?
Giving him one here is good.
What's that?
Giving him one here is all right, but
He just
Ryan,
he
if
wants
you
to
make
come
this
to
good, this is pretty
come down,
interesting.
hit,
yeah,
and
but we
roll
just
over
can't
into
sit.
here. He doesn't
can't
want to
jam
leave it
this
there.
here. Jam this there and sit.
If you were to lose that and you just end up sitting here.
Then he fires at this, and this might go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then what's the worst thing? You roll right through? Like, roll to here then. If you can roll to here, it's not bad. You got to roll out it more or less, right?
Even that, he might be able to tap for 2.
Well,
I think we just nose it.
I don't know.
You don't think?
I really like the roll.
Ryan wants to just hit and stick right there.
Throw an easy hit?
You want to throw easy hit or just like a firm board?
Firm board?
Because they're not going to do a hell of a lot until
pretty close to the
gets to the hog line.
I think they've decided to roll. I think they do want to hit and roll over in here and get it out of the way.
Well, as long as he rolls that far, he's good, but I do agree with what Ryan's saying. If he doesn't roll far and removes the red stone that's behind it, Kerry will have the triple.
Okay.
Touch less.
Whoa. Off. Right off.
Whoa!
Right off.
A lot of weight.
Never. It's more like regular hit almost.
Now the question is, what has he left?
What has he got here?
Jeez.
That's big weight.
It's only for 2 anyways, eh?
What's that?
It's only for 2 anyways.
Play the same shot. If we happen to hit the line, we can
Same
sweep.
line, yeah. Same shot. If you touch the top, we can
They were
roll.
looking for a combination in there, but basically all he wants to do is just come down here and just nudge this back into here to get a deuce.
And don't forget, if you're looking at this at home, there is a yellow guard in front of all of those stones that you can't quite see at this angle. That makes it a lot more challenging, and that's why Kerry, there it is playing the draw. And if he gets a little bit fortunate and it's moving enough and they could tap that stone back for 2, that's a bonus.
He's actually, I think he is playing the bump back though.
He's playing to tap it back, but
Yeah.
I think they're wanting to make sure he's got one.
Yeah.
Let's play this.
So final rock of end number 6. Chance for Kerry Burtnyk to score 2.
Yeah. Good line. Wolfie can.
Whoa, it's there.
Wolf for line. 6-7. Wolf for line. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
He looks good. Has he got the weight? I don't think so. He's a little quiet. Tough one.
He misses the tap back, and Kerry Burtnyk only gets a single point. So after 6 ends of play in this semifinal game of the 2005 Select, we're tied at 4.
Closed captioning of the Safeway Select Men's Curling Championships brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, 3-time consecutive winner of Canada's 50 Best Managed Companies Award.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Wellington West, your leader in private wealth management.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No, that's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun, and our new creamy field mushroom soup in a combo, just $6.49.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
It's all in the details.
I was out of the loop when they were doing the designing, but
It seemed like they developed a pretty good relationship.
We've decided to go with the 3-inch original silhouette inside the windows to give you that little bit of privacy.
And again, with the light and airy, we didn't want...
If it's the ease of silhouette, the beauty of Luminette, room darkening, power glider, stunning drapery, you can trust Super Blinds and Draperies to bring together function and design flawlessly.
It seemed like they would take that extra step to get it done the way we wanted it.
Granny's Manitoba Poultry hits the spot with every mouthful. Reach for Granny's quality chicken and turkey. Savory flavor, Manitoba grown.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
When it comes to farm fresh ideas, Granny's knows best. From our family to your family. Granny's Manitoba grown quality chicken and turkey.
Farm fresh taste and country goodness, Granny's.
Murray Woodward came to the 10th end of his semi-final against Brent Scales at the 2004 Safeway Select, needing 3 to force an extra end. In his first rock of the end, Woodward was flawless. He buried his stone perfectly behind the corner guard to lie 2. Scales tried to follow him down the same path, but left his red rock exposed. That opened the door for Woodward to try and get his 3. They're screaming at it. Doesn't want to take out his own. Push it back, push it back, push it back more. It's a steal of 1. I think it's a steal of 1 for Brent Scales.
It is indeed.
Unbelievable.
Under Pressure is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Get the good stuff.
And welcome back. 7th end between Ryan Fry and Kerry Burtnyk. And joining us up here is the ice maker himself extraordinaire, Hans Wuthrich. Hans, I got a beef with you. It's freezing in this building. It must be warm outside.
Yeah, well, actually, we haven't changed anything on the temperatures. It's just kind of been what it's been. It's just because there's less people in here today, I guess. There is a noisy heater over there we could turn on, but it probably won't do much for your broadcasting.
Hans, we talk about your ice and how great it is, and certainly as somebody who just played at the Provincial Scott, you make anything possible. The players have been nothing but positive about it. Talk to us about what do you do that's just so remarkable compared to everybody else?
Oh, actually nothing. I'm just. It's not just me, by the way. It's a group of people that you know that do this. And
what are we looking at?
Well, we're looking at some of my old temperature gauges that are going to be history pretty soon.
Okay.
We're now in the new stage. There you see one of those little babies, our new invention, called Ice Tracker.
Okay.
Wireless ice monitoring system that I've been trying to develop for 4 years and is finally now in the working stage. And you see on my laptop there, which I can set up now in any building and see all my temperatures, and that'll be the way of the future there. I'll have humidity, dew point, air temperatures, ice temperatures, and we're also going to even have CFM, which is airflow, air movement on the ice, which will be a really big thing for big arenas.
Unbelievable. Well, we do know that it is an art, and you have perfected this, but I want to talk to you also about the rocks, because we know that you travel with these MCA rocks and that you've spent a lot of time with them. There seemed to have been an issue earlier in the game with Kerry's number 7 stone. He threw a draw that straightened out, then he threw a hit that didn't seem to rotate, and he's now given it to Keith. Your comments on that?
Well, I haven't, particularly on this sheet, I haven't seen anybody else saying anything about the rocks, so this would be the first incident. And you know, sometimes it really is a thing of one person. They just think that that rock didn't react right, and you just, if that makes you feel better in your head to switch that rock, I think then that's what you should do. But other than that, I haven't really heard anything about the rocks this week at all. So, like I say, it just could be one of those things. You know, that rock might be straighter. I really can't say, but if Kerry feels he should switch that rock, then I think he should do that.
Fry team lying 2. After that hit and roll from Jason Smith.
You know, Hans, you've really, yourself and the others that have brought the game into another league, another level. We watched the MTS in the new, the Canadian Open there. The ice is just flawless. Curling club ice, it's just too difficult to do it this well. You spend so much time at it. You've made the game a lot better spectator sport. It is so much better than it used to be, and I think the curlers all owe you this. I think you take a good curler, make them a great curler. You take a great curler and you make them godlike curlers out here. You see this with the Kevin Martins and the Stoutons and the Burtnyks and the Madaws. You watch those kind of shots. It's almost like don't try this at home kind of thing, because you can only do it on this kind of ice. The only beef I have is that I was born at the wrong time. I've never got to play on your ice. I would have loved to. It's those veteran curlers that watch this kind of curling now. It's just another world, and we'd love to play on your ice. So congratulations, and I think the curlers all owe you for this.
Well, thanks. That's nice. You know, there is 4 open sheets right after this game. You may out and throw some rocks. You could go throw with Kathy because she's got to practice.
I got to tell you, it's been a bit of a tradition. I don't know if I should leak this word out, but Joe and I at each select that we go to, after the lights are out in the arenas, we go and we throw a rock on a Saturday night. It's been a tradition, and is humbling experience for me. Joe beat me last night, actually. I drew to the 8-foot, and Joe actually put it on the Safeway Select. A mammoth crowd of 2, Joe and I.
Right.
Oh, and I haven't heard the end of it since, but I've gone public with it. It's very humiliating for me. Joe beat me in that on your ice, in our streets.
I noticed. I saw 2 knee prints this morning.
He hit the button.
There was 2 knee prints on the ice.
We were over in sheet 1, so we didn't want to bother anybody on that. There was a couple of people in the cleaning staff giving Joe a standing ovation, but other than that, nobody saw it. So way to go, Joe. I've come through publicly with it.
Only, the first time in 15 years?
No. We've been having some close matches over there.
That I beat you.
Hans, as we watch this ice, one of the things that I know that I have learned a little bit from you over the years, and I know for a lot of people that are listening to us, we have a huge reach, and I know that there's a young junior team out of Manotick, Sarah Fletcher, out in Ontario listening. What would you say to youngsters when they throw the rock and they lie on the ice or they put their hands on the ice? What does it do to the surface?
Well, actually, you know, yesterday was a very perfect example. We had in the Stoughton game, Stoughton-Duthame game. Now, there's a lot of belly flopping.
Talk about Randy.
I don't want to, individualize anybody, but I mean, he's been just making absolutely unbelievable shots. But you might lose rocks because fuzz from your sweater stays on the ice, and the ice is very conductive when it's cold like that in the arena, so it wants to suck everything to it that coast. It's almost magnetic. So those are the kind of things that people have to watch, and I know there was 3 picks on that sheet, and it bothered me obviously, but it happens because of things that are out there.
It's the emotion of the game.
Yeah, and so sometimes there's just nothing you do about it. It really wasn't the ice. It was just things that happened to the ice.
Well, that's an interesting point. You watch, for instance, high-level volleyball, and a guy hits the mat, hits the floor. They come up with a towel to wipe the floor off for people because of the sweat of the players. It's the same kind of idea.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, maybe the curlers, Randy, if you're watching on television, when you do that, then you guys go and sweep where you fell down over the ice. So, not a bad idea.
Well, it's something to consider. Also, handprints and knee prints is something that we had the one year in the 96 Brier when Don Bartlett kept having his whole elbow on the ice for a period of time, watching the rock go down. We had big burns in the ice from his elbow, and they actually had to, the officials had to actually go and tell him that he cannot do that anymore because they made ridges, and I remember he was playing, I think, McPhee, and they lost several rocks on those imprints just because there were little imprints. It was actually little edges from the imprint of the elbow, and then they lost the rocks on it.
Interesting.
So
that was a good shot there from Kenny Tresser.
Great angle freeze from Ken Tresser to set up 2 yellow stones from Burtnyk on both sides of that shot fry stone. You can see Ryan now worried.
I can't play the intern tap again, eh? Here the guard with a little hair more weight.
If you could ever get to nose here.
Watch that big finish that comes at the end that we know with great weight.
Nose is pretty good.
Want to try that?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. Back
Curlers
forward.
anticipate it does, freezes right to the face.
See, this is your ice again. You never see this in curling club. You got one guard and you got about 1,000 rocks in behind on the 4-foot, hiding in behind that one guard. You can't do that on regular ice, so this is to your credit again.
Behind that yellow one on the center line. Draw. Draw, and then take a look, and at the end you guys go on it. Don't jump it, eh?
Whoa.
It's pretty good.
Whoa.
Stay with it.
Whoa. Close.
Off, no line.
Whoa.
Four guys. Stay with
Whoa.
it. Yeah.
Hard.
Quick.
Whoa. Yeah.
Hard line.
Hard
Line.
Push. Push.
Real hard.
Right up. Keep going. Okay.
Well, they got off for that 1 second, and then it's too late.
Because once it's going, it's going.
Have to believe.
I just catch this one first. You want to do that with your first one? That's pretty good, isn't it? Could get them all, I think, if he could bang that in. I think we need to. You thinking about hit like a third of this one? Or even last quarter. This one's not going anywhere. That one should pop fairly far, right? I guess the other option is to just walk one in there or hit and roll there. But... Well, you don't like him to... I don't know, because if he can... Yeah. You don't like that, eh? Let's play this, Kenny. Come off. Get rid of all of them.
So what they decided, Don?
It looks like he just wants to come down and hit this, spring across into here, and back up onto that one. Get enough of this that it moves that out too.
Yeah.
Could get them all.
Full rock. That's the guard, basically.
It's
I
called
can't
around
be
the
close
horn.
to the guard. Or
Yeah, it could back up on him. Yeah. We saw that in the
Quarter of a rock.
MTS, Kevin Martin's specialties kind of thing, throwing shots like that. I call them horseshoe
What are you
shots
throwing?
that start up one and come back up.
Wayne Medard did it in the skins in Gimli. It was an amazing shot.
Yeah.
This is the big shot that we talk
right
about
there.
being in Kerry's arsenal.
Yeah. Hard.
Should be a lot of granite flying at the end of this.
Oh, see that?
Oh, he didn't get enough of the first rock. He didn't get enough of the red. Actually, I don't think he got any of it hardly.
No,
he just bounced off the
he
yellow.
hit it very...
We'll watch it again.
It was tight.
Yeah. He had to hit the red first.
Is that tight?
Now you hear him asking Kenny, was I that tight? Because he needs to hit that red one on the outside about a quarter. He barely grazes it.
Push this one here.
Actually hits the red.
Two spots.
Second, just
Two chances to get
fraction.
out of there.
Yeah, to get that kind of roll, he had to hit the red first.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the shot.
Go for it.
So what does
Sure,
that
you want to
left
throw it.
Ryan Fry
Go
with?
the out or the in?
Not terrible, but if you gotta go the out,
Okay.
just normal.
Sure.
Right on the edge. Try to play this double, just normal.
It just looks like he just simply wants to come down here and play this double.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just normal.
Well, if I make it properly. Yeah, two.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Needs the curl.
No, actually, that's, yeah, he was going after that double, the back double, not the other one. Great shot.
Burtnyk lies one, but it's an awfully lonely looking rock out there.
Just a little bit thicker. We just had to be on it by hack weight, and then we sit on both angles.
Well, if he knows it, it's a double four. Yeah, well, we can't nose it if we play hack weight. Can you get to that rock? I mean, he's got that, but... Time out. I guess he couldn't get it through the hole, too, right? What's that? You can get it through the hole, eh? What? The yellow. There's a big enough hole for him to come through.
Well, it's because of your ice.
Yeah, it's possible.
There's the abilities to make so many different circus shots. The guys have to look at the... It becomes much more complex for them because of what we're up against right now with Kerry. He doesn't want to set up these... There's different combinations that he can't do under normal ice.
Well, actually, last night was a very good example. Kerry's last rock. If you know where Jeff Stoughton's rocks was sitting, and Kerry was actually buried that rock almost 3/4 around, with the other rock just sitting maybe 4 feet in front of it. That was an amazing shot he made.
It was an amazing shot.
Amazing shot.
That same thing if you know. I like the hack weight. If you like that, Kenny just threw one down there. We know what it does.
What's that?
Should be able to get.
What do you guys like? I mean, he's got to lose one. He's got to lose his shooter playing either of these.
He's all the way there hanging out there a bit away.
Yeah, but mind you, if he just knows.
If we knows it, we give him 2, which I don't. We can't afford to do that. We got a very viable alternative here with hack weight. Well, I guess there's always risk, but
It's like they just want to come down here with hack weight and then hit and roll into here a little bit, maybe.
The key for Kerry here is the roll.
no. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Shot.
Burtnyk lies 2.
Shot.
There's not much else, eh?
Nope.
No. Jam's dead on.
Tap it to here.
Yep. Give enough ice because we can go off that yellow, eh? Good shot.
Looks like basically what he's either coming down to draw in here or to just simply raise this.
Final rock of this 7th end.
It's playing the tap.
Really snug.
Kerry Burtnyk line 2.
Off the yellows then. How much?
Yep.
Shot, Ryan.
Very
Great
nice shot.
Superb.
Oh, perfect weight.
Beauty.
You said it, Hans. It's a beauty on a beautiful sheet of ice. 5-4 for the Fry team over the Burtnyk team. Hans, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Hans.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Napa Auto Parts. Get the good stuff.
Today's country is only on QX 1041.
It's my kind of music.
Whoa, 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 the way you love me. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt.
Let's talk more great country music.
All right.
Every little thing that you do.
QX 1041. Now you make the switch to QX 1041.
I tell everyone to listen.
Where can you find maximum value and great taste?
Sweet, sweet.
With over 30 Manitoba locations in towns and cities large and small.
Hurry, hurry hard.
Where you're treated just like family and made to feel at home.
Hurry, hurry, yep.
Chicken Chef, serving up fresh, wholesome meals that always hit the spot.
Come on in, the Chicken Chef. We're cooking up something good for you.
parts, we have great batteries and millions of other quality parts. Napa, get the good stuff.
The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy at the Winter Games in 2006. Get your tickets now. They played hockey the Canadian way. They were superstars. They made the game better. They are Canada's hockey legends. For the first time ever, you can own a piece of hockey history with the NHL Legends Hockey Hall of Fame Medallion Collection. This Friday, the Winnipeg Free Press is giving every reader a free NHL Legends album. There's a place for all 22 medallions in this historic set, so get your free album this Friday with the coupon in the Winnipeg Free Press.
Blaine Gogol curls out of the Uptown Curling Club in Flin Flon. He earned his berth at the 2005 Safeway Select back on November 28th. Gogol defeating Ian Beavis of Morden 7-3 in the final of the Northern Berth Bonspiel held at Gogol's home club in Flin Flon. Gogol is a crusher operator at Hudson Bay Mining and Smelting in Flin Flon. Third, Jim Quinn and lead Russ Reeves have curled with Gogol for the last 2 seasons, and this is the first year with the foursome for second, Kelly Peterson. 2005 marks the 5th trip to the Select for Gogol and his first as a skip.
Select Company is brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, Manitoba's most award-winning car dealership.
And Blaine Gogol had a pretty good Select. He was actually the last team eliminated before the championship round, losing to Ryan Fry.
Well, he's been here before, of course, with Bob Benson from Flin Flon, so those extra experience years always help you. You come less and less looking around, sort of starstruck a little bit, and more determined to use what you have learned and take yourself further, and that he certainly did.
Talked earlier this week with Don Holmes from Flin Flon, and he'd been waiting 32 years to play the provincials.
Well, and it's interesting because one of the advantages of the Manitoba Curling Tour is that it has spread out events across the province and taking them a little bit closer to teams in the north, like Brent Scales, like Blaine Gogol, who have great distances to travel, and the Gogol team played on 4 events, and that certainly would have helped them as well. This rock is going sideways.
He's going to touch the guard.
So they've opened up part of the front. And here are all the teams that qualified to be here in Selkirk this week.
Probably a nose right here is pretty good.
Yep. There mentioned Don Holmes from the Willow Park Curling Club. I think Richard Montaigne was here for the first time.
He was.
Doug Riak.
2 fellow curlers from Tuesday Night Men's League, where we play our curling at St. Vital. We're very grateful that they allow us to do that.
A lot of the curlers were reminiscing of Doug's younger days.
I love Doug's younger days.
His wilder days.
He's a great player.
Great player, great intensity.
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay.
Good boy, good rock.
Just hangs in there. As we saw yesterday, those little biters in the 12-foot can be an advantage.
Yeah, regular hit.
Now, without last rock, Ryan Fry not going to take a chance at leaving too many yellow Burtnyk stones lying around.
Whoa. Whoa. Right off. Close?
No, so on the weeds.
No, that's all right. Okay.
Feel like Kenny? Like freeze?
Not really, no. Could split that, couldn't you?
Could play hack weight.
Like the split?
Okay.
You like that?
Here. Back here.
So they're going to do the split?
Yeah, he'd like to come down in here and split this one over here and the shooter over into here.
I really have liked the Kerry-Kenny conversations over the course of the last week, and people might think that because they are brother-in-laws that they would have had a great communication automatically, but I don't know, Don, that that's necessarily true on the ice. What you talk about around a dinner table is not how you communicate on the ice.
Probably tired of talking curling.
Well, exactly. And they both have won world championships with different teams, and today Ken feels very comfortable, I think, around Kerry saying what he likes and doesn't like, and that's only good for the team. Very nice shot.
Not bad, except he set up a double now for Ryan Fry.
Good shot.
Well, for sure he gave himself access to that red stone.
That's true, but he wanted to get less of the
flat,
rock in the house.
I'll just roll over there then. Yeah.
So he catches too much.
As you say,
of the rock in the house.
Two objectives. Does want to split that, open up the forefoot, open up the red stone.
You just don't want to sit here and let him nose and roll. What do you want to throw, firm? Just a regular hit? Or you want to throw more? I wouldn't mind throwing firm. Okay. The out? No.
What's the difference between firm and regular? And
well, every team has their own variety of weights, and sometimes you have, you know, the up weight, the peel, and then you'll have your regular, and then you'll have a little bit less that might be a 9-second or a 10-second that would be sort of control. And the most important thing, Joe, is that those terms mean something to these guys.
Little inside. He's getting inside on those rocks. He's just rolling them a bit. Shoulders down a bit on there. It's just
I was tight all the way.
on the delivery. He is tending to get inside in most of his shots.
Like regular?
He needed to hit and roll there. He's going to set up a double now. You can see where Kerry hits. If they hit almost dead on the nose, it should double the ones back. Good view from it there. So nose hit should double the back one off.
And the shooter should stick around for Burtnyk to be flying too. Need some sweeping.
I think Kerry was going for the other double the other way. I think he was going for the cross the face of it double at first, thinking that it wasn't going to come enough. He hit it straight back. Went to option B immediately.
Okay. No, I won't jam. Should go over the top.
See, he had to come up more to hit it straight back.
What's it look like?
See that? He's playing.
Half. More than half, actually.
Had to come up more.
Kyle coming down to see how much of the yellow stone is exposed behind the corner.
I think we just to stick around.
Okay.
What are you throwing? Just
firm board.
Just coming down.
Sure.
Just coming down
firm
in
board,
here.
sure.
Here.
Okay.
Hit and roll into here if you can.
See more than
the
half.
double is tough because not much showing to throw a lot of weight at it.
Not any sense of just playing the Burtnyk shot that is shot on the other side and be sitting too?
It's pretty tough, Joe, because from the hack, you're probably only able to see half, and what we've seen outside in is it's running a little straighter today.
And he'd probably hit and roll to the outside on that one too. Well, now they're going for your shot, Joe, maybe.
Gave him the old left-handed bullpen signal from back here.
That's a tough one.
Is he shot rock up there? Is he?
Where's second shot here? I think I like this.
He's going with you, Joe.
I think that's the shot.
It's a tough one, though.
I'm only watching curling games, so I've seen this strategy before.
Just board?
Sure. Or we could play the red one back. We could. Okay.
There are so many calls all the time, and there's not a right and a wrong call. It's a personal
feel.
But right now, Kyle Warnock had 3 shots in his head when he went to throw that rock.
And that is a challenge. This is a difficult shot because of how straight it runs.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's going to roll out.
And that was the concern with playing that shot.
Okay. But when he was in the hack, just before he threw it, he started thinking about another shot.
Yeah. I think Kyle looks like he's getting a little nervous.
I think
looks like he's got to just slow down a little bit and maybe take a couple of deep breaths in the hack. He's just starting to. He's not throwing him as cleanly as he should be.
As cleanly as he was earlier in the game.
Yeah. Well, the first few ends there are great. So sometimes there's a lot of pressure on these guys, you know, and you gotta sort of calm down and refocus, and not think of the game. Just think of the shot.
I agree.
I think you're talking about Ken Tresser there.
Well, look at him. He's just the professor. He's an academic-looking curler.
Good rack.
Prof. Tresser makes the takeout.
Kenny's always been like that. No, he's just always calm looking out there, methodical, businesslike, just never gets too high or too low.
No.
And it's perfect. And as pressure mounts, that kind of guy comes to the fore, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And
Former
because he's
second?
Yeah,
Rob
Meakin.
Yeah.
Back to Tresser.
Actually, maybe
Because
just
he's
normal, like,
Kerry's brother-in-law.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
not
he has
gonna do
tenure
anything,
too.
Well, he's not on the team because he's his brother-in-law. He's on the team because he's good.
Whoa. Whoa, right off. Whoa. Off. Whoa. Whoa, wrong side. Whoa.
Jeez.
Yeah, I hate to say that the moment is catching up to the Fry team, but they seem to be missing a lot of shots.
Well, just a little bit off here, but nothing serious or anything like that. They just have to just focus on the job at hand.
Don't mind that. It gives them a chance to hit and roll, but we got to leave them something.
And this, of course, is experience, and it doesn't get any more experience than Kerry.
And I think the thing for Ryan's team is that this is where someone like a timeout involving his dad would be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not only does it settle it down, but somebody can say to them, the difference between your shots and Burtnyk's shots is that Ken Tresser's throwing much less weight.
Yes. And he's also getting out to the broom. And
Yeah,
you have
but then he's got a
to
natural
know
double.
this or admit it to yourself at least. You know, if you know you're rolling a rock, you judge accordingly. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you do it consistently.
That'd be great, yeah. 7. 6, 7.
Calmly talking to his teammates.
6-7 again, referring to where he wants the stone in the house. 6 is in front of the tee line, 7's right on it.
Easy.
Weight's good.
Room.
Line's good. Got room.
Go if you need to.
Roll if you can. Clean.
Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Come on.
Lots of room.
Hard. Hurry hard. As far as we'll go. Hurry hard. Hurry hard. Come on. Hard.
Great shot.
Can you see half of that?
True. I can see 3/4.
Just,
Yeah.
that.
It's a good shot towards the end. Kerry calling hard, more to get that rock
like
deeper
half.
in the house to bury
Mental hack?
further.
Yeah.
Nice sweeping.
Yeah, you think centerline's going to move with Hack?
See, they look like they just want to play. He just wants
It
to
should move with Hack.
take a look at this. You know, see how it comes in. He just wants to come in here, hit and roll here. The danger is he can't touch that.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. No. Stay with the red, Corey. Stay with the red. Stay with the red. Oh. Okay. Try, Ryan.
Oh, nice
Curls
roll
back
back.
in.
Oh, nice break. Nice break. That's a great shot. Great shot for Ryan. Just spun in a
Controlled
bit.
weight.
Well, a bit of unfortunate for Burtnyk teams. You could see that it was rolling and then take
nice
the
little
big
spin.
spin.
Spin back at Dying Rock will do that at times.
That was a little more than Hack.
Yeah, I know when I was coming out of the Hack.
Part of the game, it does happen.
Just through the house.
Quite a lot, actually.
No, how is that? That's not great.
Great weight for the shot, and it's just as it's dying, watch. It's leaving the 4-foot, and then it hooks.
There, just that nice.
Back in.
Well, you see that all the time.
Well,
it's still there for Kerry. Delicate weight, come around, tap back for his deuce. But for Ryan needed just a touch less weight. It's more of that rock to roll perfectly in behind the guard.
tough spot for Kerry. He can see
try a little less than hack if we can.
a third from the hack.
He's got to make sure on this one because he can't afford to give up a steal, too.
Final rock of end number 8.
Go for line. Slow. Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Right off. Right off.
Or did they wait too long for it? They waited too long. They got off it.
I think that rock jumped a little bit. That handle wasn't rotating a whole lot, and it seemed to have moved a ton. And they lost it.
Of one for Ryan
really
Fry.
bad break.
Opportunity missed.
Oh, picked badly.
Kerry Burtnyk say it picked.
It did something for sure because we were right behind it. He was out there, and then it jumped.
A steal of one for Ryan Fry. He leads it by 2 with 2 ends to play.
Closed captioning of the Safeway Select Men's Curling Championships brought to you by Jim Gauthier Chevrolet Cadillac, Manitoba's most award-winning car dealership. The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you in part by Sport Manitoba, sportmanitoba.ca, your gateway to amateur sport.
It's a tough world out there. How tough? Tough weeds and tougher conditions. A world made for Roundup WeatherMax with Transorb 2 technology. How tough is it? This tough. Roundup WeatherMax penetrates the leaf fast within minutes. Side-by-side comparisons demonstrated superior results compared to the leading imitator. Tougher on tough weeds in tough conditions. We guarantee it. Choose Roundup WeatherMax, the only herbicide that backs you up with a Roundup WeatherMax warranty.
There are some things in life we depend on. Things we can't do without. Things we need to live long and happy lives. Good health is an essential too, and having a comprehensive health care plan helps. Because knowing you'll get that extra care when you need it is essential to your peace of mind and lets you make the most out of life. Because the most essential thing about life is what you do with it. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
In your mind's eye.
And when we first started, this was all just plywood and 2x4s.
We decided to go with the Hunter Douglas Luminette, featuring their Evening Star fabric. It has a soft fabric vein underneath that you can tilt close to have full room darkening.
I wasn't 100% sure what it was going to look like.
If it's the beauty of Luminette, the style of silhouette, room darkening, power glider, stunning custom drapery, you can trust Superblides and draperies to bring together function and design flawlessly.
All of a sudden, it snows all over the place and I got a little stuck.
For a lot of people, it seems as though getting stuck is just a part of winter driving.
I became a member of CAA because my dad is a member.
If you're stuck, we can help. 4.5 million Canadians belong to CAA just in case their vehicle, or the one they're riding in, happens to get stuck. We're ready to help you too. Call us today to join.
If it wasn't for you, I'd be here forever.
Another look at that last shot.
Watch the rock. There it's hanging.
It's okay.
They're staying out there, and then you will see it just jump sideways there. And when it starts to go after it picks, there's no saving it.
Do they leave it?
They get off, it catches debris,
right,
and you can see the handle stops rotating
Even
entirely.
from that angle, you can see it jump. Awful break, awful break.
Kerry watching that, and
he knows he's got it, and he knows when it's lost. Well, if mental toughness is a sport, then the Burtnyk team certainly has their share of hits over time, so they can look at the scoreboard, realize they're only down 2.
Oh yeah,
need
they
to come back
have
with
no
2
choice.
here.
Yeah, they have no choice. They can't fold the tents just yet. They've got. It's easy to pick up a deuce or a 3 in this kind of curling, especially with the free guard zone. So
it is.
They have to refocus. It's a tough break for them. And Fry on the other side, they have to
stay.
They have to,
I agree.
Now they can sense victory.
They just have to finish the game
yeah,
off.
exactly. But they've got to have that killer instinct too, and they've got to refocus to make sure they don't. Well, pressure mounts on them too.
It does,
it's a
because
strange kind of dynamics on these things.
I agree. And for Ryan Fry, he's doing the right things now. He's going to peel those guards. They threw the first 2 in. What he needs to do is say to himself, if I give up a couple this end, I'm going to have last rock coming home.
Yeah.
How much better does it get than that?
Ideally, they want to give up only one. You know, they'd love to give Kerry one here, and this kind of stuff would be one up coming home with a hammer.
You bet.
It's OJ.
Kerry Burtnyk's team had the battle from behind who beat Jeff Stoughton last night, and this was the game plan for Ryan Fry heading in, Kathy.
Well, it was. In patience we didn't see early, but he has settled down and made some good shots. Risk and reward. He made some questionable choices early, but he's held his own, and he has used his players. Kyle not playing as well as he has, getting a little bit of movement to his stones, but the team is solid from start to finish. And it's now that we're going to see that big patience that Ryan needs to have in just removing stones and playing the board. For Kerry, one of the challenges has been the time clocks. He's used 1 timeout. He isn't short time yet, but he doesn't have a whole lot. We'll be watching that coming home. He's made all the big draws, and last stand, a huge shot. Unfortunately, part of this game is that you do lose stones for bizarre reasons.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
We're down to 11. There is a 1 in front of that. Do not panic. 11:25. If you assume that you want to have a minimum of 7 minutes per end, and we are just underway in this one, it would suggest that Kerry's team will.
Tight.
It is tight.
Yeah.
There's no question, and they've used 1 timeout, so they have only 1 left.
It's not a bad shot. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah. Why is that?
Even here.
Well, there's still some backing back there with the red. It's still okay. Like,
I think it's still
I was
normal.
a little surprised. I thought Kerry might actually try to draw in there rather than make the hit.
Or even tap
Yeah,
the
exactly.
red stones
Just
back.
keep the
leave
red
some
ones
rocks in
around
play.
for backing.
Can hurt it. Off. Whoa.
Oh, not too far.
I don't think Kerry will hit here. I think he's going to have to just draw.
Play a freeze.
I was surprised he played the hit on the first one. I thought he might just try and move them around a little bit, but he will now with Kenny just come in. This is gut-wrench time for both teams. And actually, especially for the Fry team because of their inexperience in a way. They're at a pretty lofty level now, and they got to make sure that they can just keep their composure.
Easy.
And they're playing the math game now, eliminating rocks. Okay, I've done my shots. Now you do yours. Yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
Okay, I'm the second man. I got mine over with now. Don't let us down, third. Trying to go behind. Instead, doesn't want to go through.
Doesn't want to go out.
No.
He's gone.
Well, that was a gamble Kerry took. He realized it wasn't going to come in to the rocks, so go in behind.
Well, some pretty good numbers from both leads. We saw that early in the game, the edge to Keith Fenton. At seconds, the absolute edge does go to the second. And then as you get to the skips level, the big story right here, of course, is the 10% difference between Ryan Fry and Kerry Burtnyk.
Yeah, I know.
Here's Father Barry coming out. They got the timeout.
I think. Well, you either peel or you.
See what Barry says.
If we shred the front, he's going to probably play either freeze or he's going to try and play a little slide or tap, right? And then we have a choice. You can cap it or you can blast.
If you can't throw it in front, obviously, and if you come in with the 8, you're going to leave something. Yeah, I mean, you'll leave some type of.
You could go top 8 foot.
Yeah, he's going to probably hit and roll though.
Let's peel.
Peel it.
Peel it.
Rip it, yeah. It's not doing us any good.
Let's peel, Corey. I like your moxie. It just so happens that I work for a Canadian Golf Car Company.
This is good.
He told me he was going to say that at some point. I said, "Who do you work for?"
This is this smart. We don't need the
Canadian
points
Golf
right now.
Car Company, but you'll hear that later in the show. I said, "All right."
Well, they don't have a sponsor yet, so they're willing to take any offer. And they're willing to wear your company patch if they get to the final this afternoon.
Hard! Let it go, guys. Real hard! Real hard! Right out, right over.
Is he going to roll?
Keep going.
Not what he
Easy.
wants.
Okay.
Not bad in a way, but it still gives Kerry something to work with. He had to get it out of there.
Really change a lot other than the color of the guard.
But you see, he can hit a roll in behind there and
Yes,
be
he
guarded.
can.
You see, he could. If we just look at this, he's just for Kerry to come in here, hit and roll just there, so it can't be doubled back. Kenny's got to come up with a big shot here.
Clean. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close. Yeah! Hard! Pitch again.
You heard that pick again.
Go there, yeah.
He's going to play it
there, or even if you roll that side.
Yeah, here's actually better.
Tough luck, Ken.
Well, mind you, if you go to here, he might freeze it like you said. You could.
Well, I'm thinking more if I get to here, then he freezes.
Okay, the worst case is
here.
Okay, if you do happen to nose it and he makes the roll, I think you pretty much just got to touch the 5 and you kill it, right?
Yeah.
Nothing hard, eh?
No, just normal.
Okay.
Wants to do similar to what Kenny Tresser was trying to do, just hit and roll in behind that guard. It just
What's that?
Just in here.
Not if I'm in the 4-foot.
Come in here. Just hit, roll in here if they can.
And a very good reminder that Kyle gives to Ryan as he goes down. Nothing hard, meaning that all he needs is regular weight. Tendency sometimes is to overthrow, and on those hits, 72% would have been scored very low early in the game, playing cross-house doubles and making neither. They were both very tough, second one particularly.
Yep!
Going the other way now.
A little bit. Shot, Ryan.
Kerry, a little longer roll, but he's got to get this hit and roll. He gets it, he's got a good shot at the deuce, so.
Good throw.
You see the Burtnyk clock behind Kenny ticking down.
Is he playing the hit and roll or is he playing the draw?
He called the hit and roll.
But the way they held the broom behind the rock there for a second, looked like they were maybe playing the draw. The idea is to get it in behind the red rocks.
Kerry Burtnyk has any hope of scoring 2 to tie in this end, he has to make this shot.
Yep, yep.
This is the draw.
It is.
Good line. Easy. Room. Room. Go if you have to.
Lots of room. Lots of room.
Yep, yep. Hard.
Lots of room. Lots of room.
Finish it. Yeah, hard. Hard. Hurry hard. Come on, every inch.
Just wouldn't finish.
No.
Still partially in behind, giving Ryan something. He's got an edge. It's 3/4 open.
It is.
He needed a little more on that. He now needs a break.
He rolls
Regular
out
hit.
play bumper weight at that one.
So Ryan, he cannot overthrow it, but then he can't underthrow it either. Rack on the front.
Off. Off. Yeah. Clear up. Whoa. Oh. Clear.
There's a good sound for the Ryan team.
He's got it.
Perfect shot. Great shot.
Good.
Well, they did their work. Worst
So-
they can be now is one up coming home with the hammer.
One more
You
end.
bet.
One more
Not
end,
bad.
and it's Done deal.
Barry stomach churning.
You heard Ryan just say to his team, one more end and it's a done deal.
The only problem I really have is I don't have anywhere to exchange my US dollars.
Another unsolicited ad.
Where would be for Globex, the employer of Corey, where he is a commercial currency broker.
Timing is everything.
Kerry needing a piece of the forefoot. Or the hit, electing to play this.
Trying to hold it. Trying to hold it.
And he's got it.
Good shot.
So Kerry Burtnyk gets one here in end number 9, but gives up control of last rock. Ryan Fry leads by 1, heading to 10.
Polar Rayomax Windows, proud sponsor of the Safeway Select Manitoba Men's Curling Championships. See, hear, feel the difference. Polar Rayomax Windows.
The 2005 Safeway Select Men's Provincial Curling Championship is brought to you by Canada Safeway. Caring about the community is a Safeway tradition.
There are some things in life we depend on. Things we can't do without. Things we need to live long and happy lives. Good health is an essential too, and having a comprehensive health care plan helps. Because knowing you'll get that extra care when you need it is essential to your peace of mind and lets you make the most out of life. Because the most essential thing about life is what you do with it. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
This life doesn't get much better. Looking back on all the times together, can I see you tonight? Memories are so strong. Please don't wait too long. See you tonight. Tonight. Hey, I see you tonight.
Across Manitoba, 1 in 84 vehicles is stolen every year from homes and residential streets just like yours. No matter where you live, it can happen to you. An approved electronic immobilizer is your best defense against auto theft. It stops thieves cold because they can't start your car. We can help with financing, and you'll get a discount on your insurance.
At Clearview Laser Center, it's all about vision and bringing the best possible vision to our patients. No matter how well you're seeing with contacts or glasses, laser vision correction has the potential to improve the way you see. With many treatments available, including new wavefront technology, dedication to patient care is an ongoing commitment. Visit the Clearview Laser Center at 1630 Ness Avenue or call them at 772-2500 to arrange for a full comprehensive assessment of your eyes. Spend a short time with us and see the future more clearly.
Polar Rayomax Windows, proud sponsor of the Safeway Select Manitoba Men's Curling Championships. See, hear, feel the difference. Polar Rayomax Windows.
We've experienced a lot of change over the years. Our plan is to keep you informed no matter what changes. 30 years of making Manitoba home. Manitoba's Global News.
Neufeld and her LaSalle foursome captured the 2005 Manitoba Target Junior Women's title with a dramatic 7-5 win over undefeated Kaylee Straff. The 19-year-old Neufeld was supported by Sabrina Neufeld at third, no relation, second Larissa Grainko, and lead Lindsay Eady. Neufeld clinched the title with a decisive 4-ender in the ninth before she ran the Souris rink out of rocks in the final end. This was the third trip to the Provincials for Neufeld. She failed to reach the playoffs in her first 2 attempts, but everything was picture perfect this year in Brandon.
One more?
Champions is brought to you by Chicken Chef Family Restaurants. Real quality, real selection, real value. Made in Manitoba.
And the local committee here in Selkirk running the Safeway Select have done an outstanding job, and they just like to thank some of their local sponsors for the support that they've shown them here this week.
And when you look at this list, Joe, you realize how important it is for a community to get behind a provincial championship, something that I saw in spades and Souris, and certainly the men are seeing here in Selkirk. Tremendous people volunteering and corporate sponsorships make these things fly.
Fourth rock being played of this 10th end, and 3 rocks out in front, and that last one just in the top 8, partially open.
And lots of rocks in play, which for Team Burtnyk is what they want if they're going to try to generate a steal.
Yeah, this is actually an ideal situation for Kerry so far. He doesn't, you know, he's just get one in there to steal. Just not even worry about it too much. You've just got to get in there. Stealing is not that difficult with this 4-rock rule.
But I think that you can be sure that part of Ryan's game plan from here on in will be to bang everything in sight, make all those rocks go away.
See, this one's just staying out there. That's the path that Kerry went down there 2 ends ago. It's a disastrous result.
And I think if Rob had sweeping weight, it would have made a difference.
Yes, exactly.
And unfortunately, because of that rock being deep for the Burtnyk team now, for Ryan Fry, great chance to start to remove all those stones up front.
Whoa.
And this guy has been on fire.
Whoa. Yeah.
Wants to clear a couple if he can. Great shot. Great shot. Super shot.
So done.
Can't get the bonus third.
That's a great shot because it clears the front and moves that rock to the back. Great shot.
Great shooting by Jason. He has played so well today, made so many difficult doubles and angles, and this last one was a great shot.
Touch more weight and that would have got the ball out.
Get to the button, huh?
But under the circumstances, fabulous shot.
Where is it?
7-8.
Well then.
Okay.
Clean it. Yep. Hard. Hurry. Attaboy.
Very nice.
It's a good shot. It's not moving as much right there. He wanted to tuck that in a little more. For Ryan to get rid of that guard.
Absolutely.
Ryan,
does not matter where
play
that
the other way.
stone
You might
is.
get lucky and go red.
It's 2 different
Red, yellow.
shots.
Huh?
It's 2 different shots.
I see what they want to do. They want to knock the red. They would like to
Oh, you just hit half the top red.
You can
this
also
red
just play
onto
this
this
if you want.
and spill it onto that out this way.
Right on the can.
They still want to. They still want to clear the red.
Let's try that, Jay. Just roll it here, try and catch it.
No, that's not what it. No, that's not a good. No, that's not a good shot. No.
I think you just want to peel the guard.
Well, but they want to peel it.
You might get lucky
They
and
want to
flip
peel
the
it.
corner of the red.
Hit it on the high side with an out turn to somehow
Let's
calm.
play this back. Play it to miss it. Play it to roll out, though.
See, they're talking 2 different shots here.
They are.
They're
Ryan's
getting greedy.
No, the other's a logical shot too, but Ryan's playing it the other way.
I think you need to be more worried about that stone in the house if you're tied up. But when you have a 1-point advantage on last rock, the one causing you the most grief right now is the guard, and that's the one that's gone, and that's good.
I don't want to just keep doing
Last night in the same situation, Kerry Burtnyk needing to steal to win. Just out and left the guard. Kerry took full advantage of that and sunk this stone on his last rock behind one that was already in play.
And they could move in there too. That was just an amazing shot.
And Jeff not able to get that stone out. That's why Kerry Burtnyk and his team are here today.
Good rock.
You gotta make a play now, Kyle.
Sure. Boardish?
No, just enough to move it here. Enough to move it out.
I can see lots of it.
Just back ring.
Okay.
The Burtnyk guard curling a little bit too much allows the Fry team to see a piece of that stone.
Whoa!
Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hurry. Hard. Gotta go. Quick. Real hard, guys. Push.
Oh, they got to get going on. Oh,
just by.
Nicely swept.
Great shot.
Very nice.
Boy, that was moving. Perfect weight. They got on it just in time, actually.
Try and bump it back, Kenny.
Your eyes are better than mine.
Back 12.
Now the Burtnyk team does have to deal with this because that stone is in front of the tee line. It's not enough to freeze on it. That's why Ken Treser's being asked to tap it back.
Clean. Yeah, yeah. Hard. Hard. Real hard. Hard. Easy. Hard. Easy. Whoa, whoa. 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 Whoa.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Good boy.
Same thing? Yeah, six on the nose. Stay close. Yeah, hard. Hurry. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Nose it. Watch the back one, Ryan. Clear right through.
Great shot. Great
Very
shot.
nice. Two very,
yeah,
very
under
good
pressure
shots.
for Kyle. Excellent.
By Kyle under the circumstances. Very, very high pressure. Kerry using his second timeout.
Yeah, it's the only two shots. So we try to bump it on the nose.
Yeah.
That's probably the shot, eh?
Here.
Decision is to tap that stone on the nose back to the back four. Does not want to remove it from play. Wants to give himself something that he can draw to next time or freeze to.
Yeah, they just come in here, move this back in here a little bit to leave it for later.
Somewhere between back 8 and back line. Yeah. Hard! Hard! Whoa! Off! Right off! Whoa!
Got a lot of cutting to do. It's going to roll out a little bit.
Roll it, Kenny.
They jumped that early. I think
Yeah.
it looks like it's going to
Yeah.
really jump, and then it straightens up. And they're just so used to seeing
So for
rocks
Ryan
finish
now,
so hard.
Ryan, he wants to, you can just see it come in here, hit, and roll and plug this up in here. They've got to roll. Again, just come in here, hit, and he's got to get over into this area.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. No. Yeah. Whoa. Inside. Go. Whoa.
Perfect. Great shot.
Very nice.
Great shot. Doesn't leave Kerry a heck of a lot. Great shot under pressure. Great shot.
Back here.
A lot more room to draw to here, yeah.
So Kerry has to draw to that back four
Take the
somehow.
bit and hope it cuts.
Well, he's got to take enough ice to get by that
Yeah.
stone, but he has to hope that it also finishes
Yeah.
enough that
Either that
Ryan
or the
can't get
double.
to it.
Well, this is a tough one, I'll tell you, because he's got, for Ryan, with this shot now, the worst he can do is go into an extra end.
Yes.
One you like?
I think I like the draw.
Kerry made a shot similar to this last night. The difference,
Yes.
I would argue, was that the stone in the house was a little bit higher up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also that this turn coming in seems
need
to
to be
run
back
straighter
four.
and hasn't finished as hard, Don.
Yeah, he could have perfect weight and leave it wide open.
Yes.
But he's got to gamble on the ice.
In what might be Kerry Burtnyk's last rock in this provincial championship, needs to draw half the stone into the forefoot and tuck it behind a rock that is biting the forefoot.
Stay with it. Line's good. Yep.
Starting to move now.
Hard, back four, come on! Hurry!
Get some curl.
It's not going to finish.
Hurry hard!
Well, good weight, just wide open.
That's the trouble.
And so for Ryan Fry, this is just about taking a deep breath, looking at the broom, and thinking about execution.
Kerry Burtnyk, all he can do is just watch and hope for a miracle.
And just think about that shot in the 8th. It's going to haunt him.
We hope it's not the last time we see him at the provincials competing.
Clean it.
But this is a shot for Ryan Fry to get another shot at Randy Dutain.
Oh, he's out. Got it. Great shot.
So Ryan Fry picks up 2 here in end number 10 for an 8-5 victory over Kerry Burtnyk.
Good game.
Small Fry now 1 win away
Well played. They got a nice shot at it. Good job.
from the select championship.
Well played.
And for Kerry Burtnyk, a shot at a 5th championship won't be this year. Like father, like son. We'll be back to wrap it up from Selkirk after this. Time Manitoba and former world champ Kerry